T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, we are back. Team Kop-Ish, Monday night show. Sorry for the lateness, people. It's one of them things. We do apologize. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it had nothing to do with me. I'm just putting it out there. But no, we got Drift. Hopefully Cal will be able to join later. We got some topics to talk about, people. We're going to speak about Luis Diaz's future. We're also going to speak about Somerville. We're still being linked with centre backs / DMs. Robbo's obviously we're going to speak about Robbo because he picked up a thinking injury yesterday. I'm also going to speak about Trent Alexander-Arnold, potentially where he's going to play for England and could it have an effect where he's going to play for Liverpool. But yeah, Drift. Monday, we're here again. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, bro?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Same old, same old. I'm gonna say this live. Fuck it. I know I was talking to you about it off camera, yeah, but I'm gonna say this live because these people need to understand. So this is the 22 season kit when we nearly won the league, right? Which is 2 years ago.
Yeah, 21-22 season, isn't it? I think
21-22, yeah.
Yeah. Or was it 22-23?
No, 21-22. 21-22.
All right, cool.
So this kit is 2 years old. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really wear my tops too often. My football tops. So I'd probably say sometimes you might get 2 days in a row wear out of it if you're only in the house and you don't go outside. I've probably worn this top 15 times at the most. Yeah. So it's been washed 15 times. And I'm being generous. It might be less than that. Bro, the lettering, I don't know if I can lift it up high enough for you to see. Can you see how my standard charter lettering?
It's gone.
115 Ross Clark pound. And it can't even last 15 washes. And I wash my stuff on cold wash because I put the bacterial stuff in there to like make sure it's clean. So I wash this on a cold wash, 30-degree wash, and the lettering is already coming away. This top costs 115.
Yeah, that's mad, I can't lie. It sounds silly, but did you wash it inside out?
Of course.
Yeah, so I don't even really know what else you could have done, bro, other than just like.
Of course. Bro, explain that to me. It can't even last 15 washes, and they won 115 pounds. It's 125 pounds now, right? And the thing can't even last 15 washes. Nah, come on.
Some people in the chat saying you can't use comfort. Some people are saying you got what? You got what's this? Adidas kit, so like £80.
No, but guys, this is the wickedest thing. Why can't you use comfort when you've paid £115 for something? It's not a dry clean only thing. These are for the washing machine.
Yeah, you should be able to wash the machine. I've washed mine.
You should be able to put comfort in there.
I've washed mine before, and it's calm.
No, I'm sorry. I don't. Like I said, I don't do hot washes because I know hot washes. That is what like ruins it, shrinks it, all that kind of stuff. So I don't do hot.
Yeah,
washes.
you're shrinking with a hot.
Even the night tick is peeling.
Swear down.
Look, can you see it? It's starting to peel away at the edge.
No, that's mad. I can't even lie.
Joke.
That
thing,
shouldn't be
bro.
happening. I'll be real with you. That shouldn't be happening.
If I'd watched it like 100 times, then I'll totally get it. But
Yeah, if
I've
you're
watched it
wearing
about
it,
15 times.
If you're wearing it like, like say like you know when you're younger, like
Some
you got something, but you just
joke
want to
thing.
wear it all the time, and you're just wearing it out on road, like say you're a kid in it,
Yeah,
say
yeah.
you're like Kyrie's age or something. I mean, oh daddy, I would wear my Liverpool shirt, and he just wants to bang it out every day. I understand it because you're wearing it every day. Not only that, you're gonna have to keep washing it every single time. But to only wear it,
Plus it's getting roughed up, Matt. Like what you said.
to only
I
wear
only
it
wear my kit in the
every now
yard
and again,
to
that's
film.
mad still.
Really, that's it. Really, I don't wear it any other time but to film. Do you get what I'm saying? Bruv, joke thing. Like I said, bruv. 15 washes. The thing can't even last 15 washes. What are we doing here?
Yeah,
What are
that's
we
mad
actually
still.
doing here, bruv?
I don't know what we're doing there, but that's a great segue to what is Diaz doing here? Because we're going to speak about Luis Diaz. Again, Diaz's future seems to always be a topic of conversation. The latest rumor is Liverpool don't want to sell Luis Diaz. However, if a bid was to come in for around 70 to 75 million, that could be enough to get the Colombian. Just I'll ask you this first, yeah. The whole Diaz, I won't say saga because nothing's actually happened, but all the Diaz whispers, the more like you hear things about there's a price tag or rumors are he wants to play for Barca or whatnot, are you getting a little bit more concerned, so to speak, that Liverpool at some point could be willing to cash in if that right offer comes in, or do you still think he stays like regardless? Like, what's your thoughts on the whole Diaz thing, bro?
I'm looking at it at the moment like it is kind of like a rumor thing. Because I don't think many things that we hear at the moment are going to be proper, legit. Especially with the manager being new and all that kind of stuff. But there does seem to be a lot of smoke on the Diaz thing, which means that there might be some fire somewhere. There might be some fire somewhere because there is definitely a lot of smoke with 100%. Diaz. Yeah. Could it be them angling for a new contract? We see this all the time in football.
Yeah, there's rumors.
A player just wants a new contract. We've seen he's only on, was it 60 grand a week he gets?
Yeah, something like that. 50, 60 grand a week or something?
50, 60 grand?
Yeah. He's on peanuts.
Absolute peanuts, bruv.
Yeah.
Disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I know the club want to save money where they can, but one of the players who plays week in, week out, only earning that, we're going back to the Gini Wijnaldum situation. And you remember when we realized that Curtis Jones only gets 10 grand a week? Are you shitting me, Matt? No, Matt, are you actually shitting me?
That's a violation.
Curtis Jones only earns 10 grand a week. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're 10 grand a week, you probably don't even feel like you're a baller. You don't, bruv. Because, I mean, a footballer, not a financial baller. Because you know you're around all these other men who are caking.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
That means that Curtis Jones can just about move out of his parents' house and buy a house. Deep that, bro. Because if you actually think about it, that's 40 grand a month. And he's only been getting that for, because what is he, 22 years old? So he's only been getting that for 2 or 3
about 22,
years.
23 now. Curtis
so that
Jones,
means he can't even buy a house. He'd have to mortgage it. Like, he wouldn't have been able to do what all the other footballers could do, where they can just buy a house. He'd have had to actually mortgage it because he's not even making enough money to be able to actually just outright buy his yard. That's crazy, bro. Curtis Jones. So Liverpool have got a lot of answering to do with some of the wages of some of our players who are first-team players who play regularly. And I think it could be angling for an extension and a contract boost. I don't know, but we'll see in it with Diaz. We'll see.
Oh, I'll say this year. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? I don't think Liverpool are actively looking to sell him, but I think they're calm in terms of if a bid was to come in for about 70 mil, I think they would sell him. Do I think he wants a new contract? 100%. There's already been rumors that this is the reason why all this stuff is even happening, is because he wants a new deal. The current deal is on his low. His dad's already said many times now he's dreaming to play for Barca. Like, he's kind of putting it out there, like, if something happens to my son in terms of like an offer, good offer comes in, I want Liverpool to accept it, I think, yeah. the fact that we're still being linked with wingers every other day says to me that Liverpool aren't being stupid and are scouring to make sure that if this does happen, that they can think of something quickly to react with. And not only that, we kind of know when you go away on international duty, and how he's gone away to the Copa America, I will be playing the Copa America. That's when the truth comes out. It happens all the time. A lot of players, when they go play for their countries, you hear the real truth come out. When they're at Liverpool, they can be controlled with the press officer and everything there. When at their home, when they're back home, they just talk freely. You don't even have to give them the microphone. They'll take the microphone off you and be like, "Yeah, I want that new contract. If not, I'm going somewhere else." And I genuinely believe, in my personal opinion, they are angling for more money, which is not a bad thing, by the way. Are they angling for a Barcelona? Potentially. But I also feel like Luis Diaz would stay at Liverpool if he was offered, say, 120 grand a week, for example, on a new 4-year deal. But if a Barcelona was to come in with money and somehow they were able to raise the money, or a PSG for that 70 mil, it wouldn't surprise me if he said he wants to leave.
I mean, Barcelona is clearly his dream.
Yeah.
That's clearly his dream. We know that already.
And
he hasn't denied it. His dad constantly talks about it. And again, I think we spoke about this the other day. The hot climate, I think, plays a part as well, because I think these players who come from hot climates, England gets a bit annoying after a while. Like, look, what are we on? The 10th of June. Bruv, the way the rain was coming down last night, I thought it was going to bust my window, bruv. Did you hear how hard the rain was coming?
Yeah, the hailstone team was mad still.
In the middle of June.
No, but I heard it today, during the day, Not even last night.
It rained again today. Yeah. So with this raining like that in the middle of June, miserable, cold, I had to put my heating on the other day. In June.
Oh, raw. The heating?
I had to put the heating on, bruv.
Don't get me wrong, I'm surprised because I'm normally the one that feels the cold, but bro, I wouldn't say it was cold, but it was definitely colder than what I was expecting.
No, do you know what it is? When I'm about to get out the bath, there's something about, obviously, like when you're wet, that like makes the room colder, innit? So before I got in the bath, I just put the heating on for half an hour to make sure when I got out, because you don't want that, you might catch a chill. No,
of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I put the heating on for half an hour, bro. And I confirmed the cold, but I thought, it's like nippy, bro. I don't want to be coming out of the bath, you know what I mean? And like catching a chill. So I had to put the heating on. This is June. So these men think about these things as well. They're from a country where it's probably never, ever cold, period. Like, I've never been to Colombia, but I doubt it's ever really cold in Colombia. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I think these... Oh, yeah, definitely. When I'm in my house by myself, that's a straight walk around naked thing. That's a whole part of living by yourself. But yeah, I think he wants to go. Am I lying? That's the that's the reason you live by yourself, bro.
One of the comments has got me, I can't even lie. One of the comments has got me still.
But yeah, I reckon the man there want to I reckon them, man, they want to go back to play for Barca so they can live in a warmer climate as well. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I hope he stays. I mean, you lot know already. I know a lot of people want him to go, but I hope he stays.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Diaz, I feel like it's 50-50. I know, obviously, the manager hasn't even spoken yet, but I do think in due time, we're going to kind of find out very, very soon, like, what's actually going to happen. But yeah, the whole Diaz thing, the fact that every time I think the Diaz thing kind of has gone away, something happens again, like today. I'm not saying it's anything major, but it's still, if an offer was to, like Liverpool saying, they want to keep him, but it's that whole line of, but if an offer comes in for around 70, 75 mil, I think there's a deal there to be done. And so do I. Let me ask you this, Drift, actually. If an offer comes in for 75 mil for Luis Diaz, and let's say 70 mil, would you sell him and try and see if you can upgrade, or are you going to keep him?
Not for 70, no.
So you think 70 is his value, or do you think 70 is like
in this market
not enough to go and get a replacement who's like? What's your thoughts on the actual 70, bro?
I don't think 70 is a lot of money in this day and age. I think that's more what we're looking at. You know, like this weird climate where players are like costing stupid amounts of money. And what you have to do as a club that will be letting him go is make sure you maximize the profit, because you've got to now go and pay maximum to go and get the replacement. Like, why should you let a player go for less than you're going to have to pay for his replacement when you
But
don't
why
want
do
to
you-
sell the player? Because remember, he's only going because the offers come in. It's not because the club don't want him.
But here's the thing, though. If Barca or a PSG that's rumored to be the front runners for his signature, if they do offer that 70 mil, and he's like, I want to go, you're saying you still want to keep you want to.
No, if he wants
you
to
want
go,
you want to try and hang on to him, basically.
No, if he's like, yeah, I'm going, then no, I don't want a player who's like, no, I want to go. Because
You're basically saying
his mind's
if he's
already
saying,
made up.
All right, so you're basically saying if the offer comes in and he's like, I don't want to go nowhere, and Liverpool were like, no, we need to get rid of you because we want the money. You're like, you'll be against that. You'll be like, wait a minute, he wants to stay, regardless of the money. He said he wants to stay, basically.
Yeah.
So you're basically only going to get rid of Diaz if he says he wants to go.
If he himself is like, I don't want to stay, I want to go. Or even if he was like, do you know what? I'm easy. I love it here, but it'd be a dream to play for Barcelona. So I'll let you decide. If he said that, I'll be like, keep him. But if he says, no, I want to go, then sell him.
I'm so conflicted with Luis Diaz. There's the talent there. We know this guy's like, he's a street baller, so to speak. Yeah. But it's just that end product that probably frustrates me the most, because he can go from a 14 goal a season player to like a 22, 23 a goal season player if he was just more clinical. It's them fine margins, in my opinion. And my argument is this, Drift, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate until Kyle gets here if he's able to join. Big up Kyle, just see his message if he's able to join. Drift, we're trying to win everything. Luis Diaz, we know, is very, very talented. But an offer of 70 mil, like, it is offered. Do you not think we can upgrade on Luis Diaz? Or do you think 70 mil is like, no, it's not enough, we can go and get another player, like, of his level, slightly better? You don't think so?
Not in the current market, no. If you look, I know maybe the market will come down a bit now that like FFP is becoming a bit more of a thing. Maybe maybe it will come down a bit. But if you look at the current market and you look at the way the world has been working up until now, let's go off of what we've seen rather than speculate, right? And what we've seen is that players who are very, very, like, what you would call, like, I'm not going to say basic because basic is disrespectful, but like what you would just consider a good player. Mason Mount is a good player. 60 million. Havertz is a good player. 65 million.
Yeah,
no, because the market's overpriced, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. So if you're telling me that Chelsea can get 60 million for Mount, and he had 1 year left on his contract as well.
But that's in the Prem. You know, when the Prem trades with the Prem, like, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, it does.
If Man City, I know it would never happen because we wouldn't sell to Minute, but let's just say Man City wanted Diaz, that price automatic. In fact, we wouldn't even trade with Man City because all right, let's just say, I can't even think. Who would we trade with at the most? We wouldn't trade with Arsenal. No. Yeah, let's say Tottenham. Let's just say, for argument's sake, Tottenham. We kind of feel like as a club they're still nowhere near us, so we're gonna trade with them. We'll do an exchange, right? Liverpool would expect from Luis Diaz to get about 80 mil, probably about 80 mil max. Let's just say the player, we say he's not for sale. They'd have to break the bank to get Diaz, like 80 mil. Like, they'd have to break the bank to get him. Bro, I do think, like, when someone like a Bournemouth would better afford him, like, wages. So big up the people that's giving suggestions. Maybe Newcastle's maybe one, because but then again, Newcastle got problems with FFP as well. So it's not even about the wages of Newcastle, it's the fee as well. Everything together, I think will be a bit too much for Newcastle, even though they are someone theoretically that should be able to do it. I don't know. I just feel like them days of Havertz and them man there going to Arsenal and Mount going to Man United, I just don't think they happen again this season. I really don't. They don't happen again.
Maybe, yeah, maybe not.
I just
Maybe
don't.
not.
And the English clubs like doing the exchanges. I don't see it going to be as much this season in terms of from the bigger teams anyway. Like I can't see someone going from Chelsea to Man City or Chelsea to Man United or Man United to. I don't see it this season.
Oh no, a few might. There's already talk that Chelsea are in negotiations with Man City for Alvarez, so I think that might be the odd transfer.
I don't think so. Call me crazy. I don't think Man City sell to Chelsea. I think Man City sells them abroad if they're going to sell.
If Chelsea offer what they want, I think they will.
I think if Alvarez leaves, he goes PSG. Personally,
yeah, I would probably bet my money on it, but don't bet against it though. I think the only team City wouldn't sell to is Liverpool and Man United. I think all the others.
You think they would sell to Chelsea? The reason why I say that is because
there ain't no hatred between the clubs.
No, there.
I think in the Premier League, the only time you don't, but Chelsea to Man United, that happens quite regularly. There's no hatred between those clubs. I think the only time you don't really get the transfers is when there's a hatred between the clubs.
But I don't see the play. Like, I know what you're saying. You're basically saying Liverpool would never negotiate with Man United.
Yeah.
Because we hate each other.
Yeah, we just wouldn't.
It's so weird. But here the joke. Liverpool, I don't think would negotiate with City. However, there's not hatred between the clubs. It sounds stupid.
But it's a rivalry.
There's supposed to be a healthy rivalry.
Yeah, it's a rivalry, and they're the team that will stop Liverpool most likely from being able to win the league. So you don't want to do it in that regard.
So do you think Arsenal would trade again with Man City? That's what I'm trying to get at.
I think Man City realise now that they shouldn't trade with Arsenal, but at the time, I don't think they found them a threat.
Yeah, at the time, and that's what I'm saying to
Yeah.
you. Man United and Chelsea, in my opinion, are kind of like in that same boat. Yeah, they're both kind of like in the wilderness, both trying to get to where they need to be. That's why I don't feel like those clubs trade with one another again. Not this season, anyway.
I mean, you could be right, but I reckon if Chelsea say we won him badly, here's 80 mil for Alvarez, I think City go on him.
Yeah, you might be right. Still, you might be right, especially with Man City. Because I guess they don't really see Chelsea as a threat, do they?
Anyone who's a squad player at City,
yeah.
I reckon if you offer the right money, then they'll let him go. Apart from Man United and Chelsea, and maybe Arsenal now that Arsenal are a serious contender, I think that they will look at the others and go, look, if you get back to where you're supposed to be, fair play to you. But right now, I don't see you as a threat. So right now, if we can go and use that money somewhere else, boom. All right. I could be wrong, but that's just, I wouldn't be shocked if Chelsea bought Alvarez.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, would it surprise me? The thing is, I just don't think they need Alvarez. That's a weird signing for me. They needed a striker, like clinical striker.
I think Alvarez can be that.
I don't
think Alvarez player, you know?
No. I think he's very good, but I don't know if he's the style of striker they need. Striker.
He is a perfect number 9. He's a good finisher and he's got link-up play.
Bro, Alvarez reminds me of... Yeah, he's got good link, but I don't say he's not a cold-blooded killer, though.
He's not a cold-blooded killer, but there ain't many cold-blooded killers.
No, all right, let me say this, though. Let me say this. I'll give you an example. If Chelsea offered us... This is unrealistic, but I'm saying, because we've got to make the deal happen. Chelsea offered us 85 million for Diogo Jota. Liverpool will be like, oh, crap, we're in trouble because we don't want to sell him, but that's 85 mil. This guy, do you get what I'm trying to say? But do you know what? So do you know what? I would look at that and go, if they're able to keep Jota fit, Jota bags, that he's clinical. That's what I'm saying. Alvarez is not Jota. As great as Alvarez is, Alvarez is a quality player,
Don't sleep on Alvarez's conversion rate, though. You know,
no,
don't
I'm not
sleep on
the
it,
conversion rate. But my
Alvarez
eyes tell me, show me Jota.
He's not a bottler. He's not one of them man in front of goal that like is like, you know, gets all
Yeah,
nervous.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bruv,
No, Alvarez is
he
cold.
kind of finishes a lot of the big chances he gets, you know. Remember, he's playing in midfield this season and he's still got double
No,
figures.
I'm not disrespecting Alvarez. All I'm saying is I just don't think he's as clinical as some other strikers that they could maybe potentially try and get. Because
Yeah,
if you're playing,
I hear what you're saying. You know,
also style of play, like they need like a The problem is with Chelsea, yeah. If it sounds weird, if Jackson could actually finish his chances, he would be the perfect striker for them because
Bruv,
he links up play. He could do
do you
the
wanna know
battering
what
ram.
do you want to know his stats from last season?
Yeah, go on.
He's got in the Premier League. You got 20 GA in 36
How many
games.
goals? I don't do the GA thing.
No,
How
but
many
he played in
goals?
midfield. He played in midfield, so
Right.
that counts, bro. He wasn't a striker,
No,
bro. He
because
was
when
playing in
Haaland did
midfield.
he played up front?
Yeah, no, but he played the number 10 a lot of the time.
All right, but how many? But we know Jota's a better. Like we shouldn't have been having this.
But he got 11 goals and 9 assists, playing number 10 for a lot of the time.
But he
Bro,
plays
that's
for
some good
City.
stats,
He's
bro.
gonna. No.
Yeah,
It's
but
good stats.
That's
It's
good
no.
stats, bro.
No. It's good stats, but he's not. What I'm saying is, if he goes Chelsea, I think he does well. But what I'm saying is, for Chelsea, they need that number 9, that clinical. Because bro, they create chances. Palmer will create you chances. You need the finisher.
Yeah, I hear you.
Imagine if they got. All right, would you be scared? All right, quick. Would you be scared of Chelsea getting Jota or Alvarez? I know I'll be scared of Jota. I wouldn't be scared of Alvarez. I'm just keeping it real.
I wouldn't be scared of either.
Alvarez
But
is a quality player.
I would be concerned if they got both.
Because you know what else I'd be thinking? I feel like for Alvarez to succeed, everything has to be right for him in terms of like the style of play, the way they play. Like I feel like it have to be right for him.
He's very
Personally.
adaptable, you know.
Bro,
You're sleeping on Julian Alvarez, you know.
No, I'm
bro,
not.
You're sleeping on
I've
Julian
rated Alvarez from
bro.
time. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is
Julian
this.
Alvarez is a baller, bro.
In my opinion, Jota can walk into a bad situation and just bag goals. I don't know if Alvarez can do the same thing.
I don't
That's
think
just me
Chelsea's
being keeping it
situation
real.
is going to be as bad as it was this year.
Alvarez might be a better player than Jota. I'm not saying he's not a better player. I'm just saying Jota's a better finisher.
Yeah. Jota's a better finisher. Yeah.
Bruv,
I'm not arguing that.
Jota's one of the most clinical strikers in the league.
He is the most clinical, apart from Son. I think Son is the only person in the league that you would have an
I don't know
argument.
about after this season. We might need to revisit that, but yeah.
No. Son did that on purpose. We're still not going to do this. You think Son wanted to get Arsenal a Premier League title?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro.
Come on.
All I'm saying is
every other team that he goes through on goal against, he scores that.
where's the all I'm gonna say is purple patch. We move. Let me bring you someone who
But
might be
purple
able
patch
to,
ain't got nothing to do with his ability to finish.
No, but Son might be purple patch.
Hold on. So are you actually going to
might be
sleep on
purple
Son's
patch.
finishing?
Hold on,
No, are you going to sleep on Son's finishing?
Bro, I'm the host. I've got to bring in one of our brothers. You get what I'm saying? Big up Cal, what's going on, Cal?
Cal, knock some sense into this shoot, please.
I can't believe you lot have brought me into this. Go on,
Cal, please talk some sense into this brother.
He's
This
sleeping
guy,
on Son's
first of all,
finishing.
is trying to argue with me about Alvarez and Jota. It's
As
not
in-
No.
Finisher.
I said
I
Jota's a
said
better
he's finisher. What did I say?
Who's a better
let me ask
finisher?
Cal. Let me ask
But
Cal
I
the question.
agreed with you on
Let me
that.
ask Cal the question. Cal, would you be more scared if Chelsea got Alvarez or Jota?
I'm gonna explain. Probably Alvarez, only because Jota, I don't know if
Interesting.
he'll stay fit for the whole season, and Chelsea do
Oh,
need
okay.
someone to stay fit for the season. But if Jota stays fit, and if they both stay fit over the course of a season, Jota bags way more than Alvarez does.
Yeah,
I
and I
agree-
said this
I
is
agree
obviously
with that.
based on Jota's availability because as a drift, I was like, listen, I rate Alvarez. He's a quality player. But in terms of finishing, I said Chelsea need a finisher. The style of player they need.
I think Alvarez is a tad bit overrated, personally.
You better speak to Drift.
So you're on the mat train then. I think
He's not on
Alvarez
my
is a
train. I
baller.
rate Alvarez.
No,
He
I
doesn't
rate him as
as
well.
high.
I think people look at him like he's this phenomenal world class player. I don't think he's that.
He's got the potential to be world class.
He has, but he's not there. I don't think he's close to it yet.
I just think that's because he doesn't play week in, week out at a team that loves him. If he went to a team who loved him and he played week in, week out up front, I reckon people would change their opinion about him.
Potentially, but until we see it, I don't know.
Do you know what his market value is?
No, he reminds me of a little bit of Gabriel Jesus before he left Man City.
He's Jesus with better finishing. That was what I compared him to the other day when I was on.
But I think Jesus
Stage
does. I think Jesus does all the other stuff better.
Jesus has probably got more skill and flair than Alvarez. Yeah,
I think he's a better footballer than Alvarez, but I think Alvarez is a better finisher. But I don't think Alvarez is a crazy good finisher either, though. I think he's just a good finisher. I'd say he's like a 7 out of 10 for finishing.
If Alvarez had 5 1-on-1s, I think he puts away 3 of them.
I'd say 2. We're splitting hairs, isn't it?
You'd go that low. No, but that's quite a big difference when you're talking about literally just a 1-on-1. You only think he scored 2 out of 5 1-on-1s. I reckon he'd score
the fact
3.
is he's not clinical.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't.
Hence
say
why
2.
when Haaland got injured and Alvarez stepped up and he started playing for the centre drift, even before he started going in midfield, he weren't finishing chances like that, in my opinion.
But when they play Alvarez, they change the way they play. They don't make him just stay in the box like they do with Haaland.
Agreed. That's why, and that's why my argument for Chelsea is they need basically what I said is before is Jackson's the perfect striker for them. It's just that he can't finish. They need that style of striker. They need someone who's gonna put pressure on the defense. Alvarez ain't putting pressure on the defense like that. He's kind of like a false 9 type of striker.
Do you know why I disagree with that?
Have a good season next season, you know.
He probably will, fam.
I told you, look, Jackson was a good player, he's just a poor finisher.
You said you wanted Jackson left wing, and I wasn't having it.
No, I said he's a better winger than he is a striker, and I still stand on that. I think if you learn how to make him a wing forward rather than a striker, he's actually a good player.
Is Jackson better than Nunez?
As a player, yes. Not as a striker, but as a player. He's got, do you know what? He's actually got good technique. And he's actually got the ability to take people on, you know. He's actually quite good at like taking people on with skill.
I know.
Like, I know we had fun laughing at Chelsea, yeah. But
the laugh. I think the laugh. No, we might be all right.
The laughter will eventually stop. The laughter will eventually.
We might be all right. We might be all right, Drift. I'm with you on that. We might be all right because Poch ain't there, though. We might be all right for one more season. Maybe. If they kept Poch, then laughter would have stopped.
But I definitely believe, I know we're sidetracking, I believe that Jackson's ability on the ball makes him a better winger than, because he's not a good finisher. That's just a fact. But his actual ability on the ball, I think it makes him a very good wide forward. And I actually think that he'd be very dangerous if he adapted his game and a manager just turned him. But I think Nkunku, if he's fit all season, I think he bags. And he's a false man.
But he's a better player. He's their best striker.
No, but him and Alvarez are probably very similar in their finishing ability.
No.
I wouldn't. You think Nkunku's a better finisher than Alvarez?
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, I think they're very similar.
Nkunku, bro, you know how much I rate Nkunku. I don't even say
I'm not even an Nkunku guy.
Nkunku's a better finisher than Alvarez.
Well, then that means Nkunku should just be a 9 then, because if you think he's a better finisher than Alvarez, then he's not a false 9. He should just be a 9 then.
For Chelsea's system, as things stand right now, Nkunku for me doesn't suit best on the wings. He's not a winger. He's not a wing. Nkunku's not a wing forward. You either play him in the 10 or you play him as a striker.
That's what I would call Nkunku. I'd call him a 10 or a support striker. That's what I would call Nkunku.
But the way how Chelsea play, I think Nkunku can do the false 9 role that you would have given Alvarez. I think he'll just do it better and give you more goals.
I think it depends on what the manager.
Because I think Nkunku is better than Julian
overall, he's a better player than Alvarez, but I don't think he's a better finisher than Alvarez. And if he is, it's only just. I think you lot are sleeping on Alvarez's finishing. Still, I'm not even gonna lie.
No, I think he's good, but I just don't think he's amazing. I think you said it best 7 out of 10.
But I wouldn't call Nkunku amazing at finishing.
I'll say Nkunku's like an 8.5. All right, if Alvarez is 7.
No, he's not that high.
No,
8.5.
No, I'm giving Nkunku. Pop, I've seen enough of Nkunku.
I'd probably go 8 for finishing for Nkunku.
Don't think about the injured Nkunku, bro.
No, I know. But 8.5 is like Tony. You think Nkunku can finish as well as Tony?
Very close to that.
He might be able to.
No.
Nkunku can finish, you know.
Of course he can, but not as well as Tony. You would put in Nkunku on the same level
But
as
can
Tony
I say
for
something?
finishing.
I might. Do you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
If I'd maybe go 7.5. If Alvarez is a 7, I'd maybe go 7.5 for Nkunku.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna lie,
think
man.
Nkunku
Saying
might-
8.5 for Nkunku finishing means you're putting him amongst elite finishers. Once you're
Nah, for me,
8.5,
at
you're
least
in
9.
the elite.
No,
No,
elite
for
is
me,
like 9.
and
Like
above,
9.
elite.
I'm putting. All right, I'm saying Nkunku's for me. He's either an 8 or 8.5. But I think he's definitely better than a 7 or 7.5, bro. Personally,
No, I think Alvarez is
no,
a
but I'm
7.5
not even
for
going
finishing.
off. I'm going off like the last 2 years before he even got injured, bro. Some of the finishing that I've seen his brother is probably insane, bro.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's probably
Firmino
right.
was the same. Some of Firmino's finishes were insane, but he's not a
No, but he
goal
was
scorer,
more of a
though, is he?
constant goal scorer
Yeah.
than Firmino, and he
Yeah.
always has been.
Was he?
Well,
Firmino
when he
got
Yeah,
25
Come on,
goals
man.
in the
Yeah,
season before.
yeah. But I'm telling you, see, all right, I'll be real with you. If Nkunku obviously doesn't get injured, we're looking at a probably a slightly different Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea will still be kind of dead, but he will bail them out a lot of the time, you know.
No, I don't even
think
think they'd have been
Nkunku's
dead.
that
I
good,
think they would have
personally.
got top 4 if they never had if Nkunku was fit all season. If you think about the fact that where they finished, I think they only finished 6 points outside the top 4 with all of those injuries and all of those issues they had. If they'd had Nkunku
Like, I
all
hate
season,
seeing
I
players
think they'd
get
finish
injured,
in the
like
top
even though
4.
it's a rival. But I'm telling you from now, if Nkunku stay fit, it's problems, you know. I'll be real, it's problems. Quality player.
We got glimpses of it whenever he was fit.
Yeah,
Every
even
time he
scored
was
against
fit,
us.
Every time he was fit, he did well.
Like,
Do you
on
know
a
what I'm
mad,
saying?
on a mad
So-
random one. All right, so just finish up the segment because we was actually talking about Diaz. Cal, I'll ask you quickly. So I've asked Drift already regarding the whole Diaz talk and how like it keeps coming back around. Like 1 minute it seems like he's not for sale, he's for sale. The latest rumor today is that Liverpool don't want to sell Luis Diaz, but should an offer arrive around 70 to 75 million, there's a deal to be had there. First of all, do you believe that? And secondly, would you take that deal?
Yeah, I do believe that. I think that's the club just trying to protect an asset. I don't think they can come out and say, yeah, Diaz is for sale, because if they come out and say that, then the price drops straight away. I think 75 would be good money for Luis Diaz. I really do. Anything over 70, I think, is brilliant money for Luis Diaz.
I thought you said 70, not 75 to me.
No, I said 70 to 75 mil, 72, 75, like in and around that.
I think, yeah, I don't think you can complain with that. What is he, 27? You wouldn't say he's like, you wouldn't say he's world class. You wouldn't say he's like tearing up trees and stuff. I do think he has the potential to do all those things, but we haven't seen it in the last year. We saw it when he first came, but even then, you wouldn't still say he was that clinical when he first came either. For me personally, I think if you get that sort of money, you got to take it at this stage.
And the second question was, so you asked it, so you would take the money?
I stand alone.
Just to I'm gonna ask you one last question. So Drift said he wouldn't take the money. He's like, in Drift's mind, he doesn't think that for 70 mil you can go and get maybe an adequate replacement, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think with that type of money, Liverpool can go and get an adequate replacement, in your opinion?
Absolutely. I got a little bit of a bombshell. I don't know if I should drop it here or
it's Monday night, so this is what we do, bro. It's what we do.
Right, hold on. Let me prep. Go on. Everyone, turn your speakers down a bit. Go on, drop it.
I'm not selling Nunez anymore this summer.
Sparrow's in the building.
No. I want to make this clear. I'm not part of the Nunez army or Nunez defense army or the Nunez drifty army or whatever it is. I'm not part of that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I will ever be a part of that. The thing is, I look at the amount of change that we potentially need. I don't know if selling Nunez right now helps us more than it potentially puts us in a sticky situation. If I knew the club, would go out and we would do what we needed to do, like we'd go and get an Isak, we'd go and get some of that caliber, then yes. The fact that Jota is a few things. The fact that Jota's not readily available like that is a worry for me. If Jota was fine, then I'd be like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. I think the fact that Diaz might be going, I think the fact that we need a right winger.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
H said Darwin got Rizzy, he's got Cal. I think right wings is extremely important. And the reason I say that, not to go on a tangent, I don't even know these lot or anything, but if anyone doesn't, there's a channel called Panenka LFC on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Am I going to spoil something if I go into it?
No.
Are you sure?
No. Yeah. No.
They did a brilliant video on Salah and him playing in the number 10 potentially for us. If that were to happen, then a right winger becomes even more paramount than it is now. For me personally, I think Sobo, Nunez, Gakpo will be needed to play left wing for a season, potentially to see what we can do. If we go and get someone like an Elise or someone of that ilk for the right, and then Salah can be in a 10. I think if you sell Nunez now, it could potentially hinder us a little bit. So if Jota is fully available, then I would fully again. If we could go out right now and go and get Isak or someone of that quality, then I'm selling Nunez. I'm driving into wherever he needs to go to. I think there's a lot for us to do in this window.
So what you're telling me Cal, is that I'm Einstein again because I got shouted at. I got told I was on some mad thing when I said Salah needs to be moved centrally.
Not humble. God, go on.
Yeah. No, because I take a lot of abuse when
Einstein, Einstein drew.
No, I think that people thought he was crazy until they realized he wasn't. Like, obviously not the intelligence level. Like, I'm dumb as shit compared to him. But everybody thought he was crazy until they realized he wasn't. And it happens to me all the time. I say something and then people are like, what are you talking about? And I get rushed. And then later down the line, everybody jumps on and I'm like, hold on, guys. I said that 6 months ago. So now everybody... Yeah, so everybody rushed me when I said play Salah centrally. Nah, Jeff, what are you talking about? That's not going to work. And now all of a sudden people are putting up proper videos and other channels are doing shit about this.
I'll be the first to hold my hand up and I'll say I was one of those against you with that.
Somebody tell me it's a real life of fuckery.
After watching that video, Drift, and the stuff that you said previously, I'm sorry. I hold my hands up. Drift, you were right in your thought process. I was wrong. I apologize, bro.
I still got the scars, from the bruises, from the beating.
Apologize. I mean, if we're gonna do that, Drift, been a few times I've been rushed, bro. And then
fair enough.
Oh, the chat is killing me, You know what though? In terms of
Charles froze.
As you flippy.
That is the perfect freeze as well.
No, to be fair, you did. I think you was the first person. No, I remember what you said. You were like, we need to move centrally, and then I think you said something about you play Salah in the false 9, and then in fact, I agree with you on the 10, but not the false 9.
Support striker or 10. That is the way
I remember when you said support.
That's the way.
Yeah, I was like 10. He could play maybe. Yeah, I was with you on that one. I remember because
not at the beginning, bro. I got rushed at the beginning,
bro. There was injuries, and you said, move Salah, and I was like, no, he can't do full time, bro. He's got to play the 10 or something. I remember kind of vaguely, I said 10 or something.
No, I mean the conversation we had about from next season onwards. Remember when I was saying from next season onwards, the only way that we get the best out
was I?
Bro, I got a lot of heat.
I want receipts. I went against it. I was like,
you know when you spray deep heat and you just start to feel it, you know what I mean? Warm up. Yeah, I was getting that heat, bro.
Someone said I was switching sides. Listen,
man, switching lanes like he's on a motorway.
I'll be real with you, Drift. I'll be real with you. I'm keeping Nunez against my will.
But this is different.
I don't want him. I'll be as blunt as I can. I don't trust the guy, and I don't want him to be a Liverpool player right now.
Bruh, so even though you want to keep him, you got to make sure you show people that you dislike. Right? You could have just stuck with what it
I
was.
don't dislike him. I don't even dislike Nunez.
And you could have just said,
I actually admire Nunez for his passion and how much he gives for the club. Shall I be real with you? Shall I tell you what it is with Nunez? It's twofold with me. It's the fact that Nunez is meant to be a striker. He doesn't do the basics well. It's also the Nunez fans. I'm sick of you. Drift, I love you. You're my brother. I'm sick of you lot.
Sick of you lot.
Sick of you lot. Because you seem to have a Nunez blindness that really irks me. And everyone knows when it comes to this player defense stuff, I hate it. I'm
Tread carefully, Cal.
No, I can't speak the truth.
There's over 200 of us now.
No, I know how many there
No,
are.
I can't speak the truth. Go on, Carl. Cook. Go on, what were you saying, bro? I'm the host. Go on. What were you saying, fam?
This is where I get to let loose.
Guilty by association, man.
No.
You know what side I'm on. I don't even need to like. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to say. Yeah, go on, Carl.
I think a good takeaway from this episode is remember, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Well, I find out every week, bro. So I'm here now, innit? I'm fed up of the excuses. I'm fed up of the sheer arrogance of Nunez fans who sit there and go, because he gets chances, because he's in the positions that we should just be quiet and deal with his misses. And I'm like, no, like that's not on. The stuff he gets away with, if any other player, any other club was doing it, Liverpool fans would not have it. I go and I see predicted lineups for next season and who should play and who shouldn't. And Nunez without fail is always a starting number 9. I'm like, hold on, Jota's way better. I'd arguably say Gakpo, if given as many chances as Nunez up front, would score more goals. And we're talking about this guy like he's some special footballer when he's just not. The first thing I got tagged in when he scored the hat trick was the hat trick video. And again, he scored a hat trick, yes, but if we're gonna break down the goals that he scored,
I know.
Let's be real. I shouldn't be getting tagged in stuff like that because all those should be goals. They're pretty much tap-ins. And the third one he didn't even connect with, and it went in. So my frustration with Nunez is I keep on getting told he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. He showed no signs of it. If anything, he's regressed as a finisher over the last season.
You know what this did?
Emotional damage.
It didn't have to turn into a beat up Nunez thing. We could have just left it where it was.
No. I'm just, and I'll be real. If Nunez's fans weren't the way they are, I think more people would be on his side. But we're fed up. I'm speaking now.
We just defend him.
No,
we don't hype
you
him
more than that.
We don't hype him. We defend him.
Brother, man will miss an open goal, and then you're trying to tell me the chance was a 50-50, bro.
I got told.
That's not true.
You man do the most. You keep bringing up GA. Let me say something.
Hold on one second. I got told for a calendar year that he weren't clicking because he couldn't speak English, and I said football's a universal language. We could all go to a park right now and play with people from different countries, different nationalities, with different accents or different language barriers or anything. And that wouldn't stop us from making a 5-yard pass or 10-yard pass or scoring in front of goal.
No. We said he don't understand the system or the way he's being asked to play. Not that he don't understand football. That's the difference.
But here's the thing, though, Drew.
And we play a very specific way.
It's nothing to do with system when you're missing one-on-one chances. And that's my frustration. Everyone spoke about the system. Then I was told, when Slot comes in and we play a number 10, that's going to help him more. It's never been an issue of getting chances with Nunez. If Nunez wasn't getting a lot of chances, then I'd sit there and I'd go, I'm really worried about how we're utilizing him. It's never been that. It's always been he's not scoring the chances he gets. And there is no indication right now that he's going to start scoring. And the fact that everyone leans on that Benfica season where he scored a bunch of goals, but don't look at the rest of his career, look at the fact that that is an outlier season, that makes me worried. However, because we've got so much else to do, because as a club, we have not been doing what we needed to do over the last few years, for me, selling Nunez right now without being able to go and get someone in, unless the club are going to go and sign 5 or 6 players, puts us in a bad situation. Drift, I know for a fact I'm gonna have to look over my shoulder this week, and I'm gonna have to tell Stevie's school, if anyone comes to the gate and it's not me, don't allow him to go with them. I know I'm under threat now, but I just had to say it.
Oh, bro, Stevie's completely safe, bro. He's got nothing to do with this. He's got nothing to do with this. In fact, it'd probably be best you always roll with him because you'll never be in danger while you're with him.
You say, man, just walk past me. You're lucky, Stevie, Vivian.
Man's living like. Was it Kanan when he would see like Tariq ghost, didn't it?
You'll never be safer than walking down the street holding hands with him.
I don't want to never be guys. I don't want this to kind of go into like a back and forth. How we know? I know what we're getting to, but
I can't believe Cal started so well, and then all of a sudden he just started.
Jiff, let me ask you this, Jiff. I'm going to ask you one question. It doesn't need to be a back and forth. This is genuine now. All the jokes aside, yeah. In regards to like what Cal said about Darwin Nunez, obviously that's his opinion, and some people agree, some people don't agree, right? But let me ask you a question about Darwin Nunez. Obviously, you're one of his biggest supporters, and rightly so. He wears Liverpool shirt, right? But when you look at our previous strikers that we've had with, like a Fowler, a Torres, a Owen, a Sturridge, a Cisse, a Barros, a Firmino, a Morientes.
No, he's on their level. He's
him out.
And Cisse in their man's level.
All right, but you would arguably say those strikers, as good as they were, probably weren't good enough even still at that time for various reasons. Cisse with the injury and Barros maybe enough. Yeah, but I think the injury hindered Cisse. But Drift, in terms of like the last couple of strikers that we've had so forth, like the errors, I go Torres, Suarez, Sturridge, Firmino, and now you add
he's not on
Darwin.
their level. Yeah, he's not on their level.
But this is so what I want to ask you is this: he's not at their level, right? But with those guys, I think we could all see quite early that there was something there that you said they separate themselves from other strikers. With Darwin Nunez, I feel like, me personally, that there's a lot that we need to happen for him to even be on their level, that where they came in, even at the club. Because regarding Firmino, he was never seen as a goal scorer, right? But Firmino, you would arguably say, I mean, his ability is second to none by there. But even as his goal scoring exploits might be on the same level as Darwin's, if not slightly better, or maybe in bigger games might have had the impact. Do you think, in real honesty, this ain't no shade, this is just genuine now. This ain't no. Do you think Darwin's gonna get to that level where you can sit there and go, "Nah, do you know what? Actually, the player that we have right now, he can be at that level," or do you still feel like it's just like it's a hope? You hope he can.
No, I see something in Darwin that I think just needs to click. I think the ingredients are there, but right now they've been put in the potion in the wrong order. And anyone who knows food technology knows it's about how you do things, right? So I believe if everything clicks, then I think that he will. Because the thing is, bro, we're living in a different world now. I don't want to be disrespectful to other players, but there's not many real quality Torres, Fowler, Owen, Suarez, Sturridge level forwards in the world. If I'm being completely honest with you, let's even just take it away from Liverpool for the moment. Outside of maybe 4 or 5, I don't think there's many players who are on that level. I don't even think Osherman's on that level. I don't think Vlahovic is on that level. Like, I think those men you named are like elite players.
I'm going to have a bombshell, by the way.
So I think we're being starved of real striker quality in this current world that we live in. I think Lewandowski's at the end of his career. Harry Kane's almost at the end of his career. Haaland is the only one who's young. I don't think there are many true world-class strikers, elite level finishing forwards in the world. And you've got to try and pick out the one that you think. Why do you think Man United pay 77 million for Haaland? Like, he might go on to be a G, but they needed to take the... No, but it was also because they looked around the world, bro. And let's be honest, they were like, shit, how many
left-footed, looks a little bit like Haaland, bro. It was a mess. And not all jokes aside, again, that's more you're hoping. That's potential. But the difference between Man United and Liverpool, as we are right now, Man United are trying to build something. We kind of already have something built. We just needed, like you said, to add a few little things to to make the thing click, right? And that was a clinical striker and a couple of other players. And it's so
people,
yeah.
No, go on.
And what I was going to say is this, yeah. I understand there's not many world-class like strikers out there. There isn't. But are we not maybe scouring the globe? Or we should be scouring the globe maybe for a striker that's not world-class, but at least he's more consistent with his finishing. Like
that's what Chelsea thought they were doing with Jackson.
No, but Chelsea are not at a level where they're competing on all fronts. Whereas I would arguably say after Man City, and we're in line with Arsenal, where we should be challenging for everything. But I only
still said we've got to take a risk.
The correct players, though.
But you still said we've got to take a risk, though, and go and look and see if we can get a guy who's we think is going to be that guy. That's still a risk, bro. And that's what we did with Nunez.
But we
looked at his goals and his consistency over that season, and we thought, let's take the risk. Whether it pays off or not is still, some people think it hasn't. I still think it might. But we did that. We took a risk on a guy. 36 goals he scored before.
But are we playing it safe? So what you say,
we don't need a world-class striker. In fact, I won't say that under Slot because we haven't seen.
Apparently, we do though.
Under Klopp, we actually
didn't need world-class.
Looking back, we didn't need a world-class striker under Klopp. We didn't. We just needed a consistent goal scorer, and Nunez couldn't provide that. You look at the amount of chances we created. You just needed a consistent goal scorer.
We have a consistent goal scorer in Jota,
who's not available though. But we thought
we'd bring in another guy to balance it out.
This leads into my bombshell. I think we may end up having to sell Jota before we sell Nunez.
Right.
I'm not saying this summer, by the way, but we may have to sell Jota before we sell Nunez.
Yeah, you might as well go back to be the host.
Peter, make me come out of rain. Peter, come out of rain. You see that get bad. Peter, we are going to blood clot. Peter, you're nearly dead.
Not because of his talents, to do with the injuries. I've had a real epiphany over the last week.
Would you sell Jota before Nunez? Would you do it?
No, of course I wouldn't.
But you're saying the club might do it.
Yeah, because I don't. Sorry, Monts is in the Sorry, Monts, again, I've apologized to Drift. Monts, I apologize to you. I apologize to you too. Monts said this and I shut him down. And
I was going to say, because shout out to our brother Monts, I've had to be on that guy's neck about his Jota slander for about 2 years now. And Monts knows that already. So I'm just like, okay. Is this what we're doing now?
We're talking about Darwin Nunez, but now the attention is suddenly gone to about Diogo Jota.
No, but this is the problem with Nunez, and this is why I say it has such a ripple effect on the rest of the team.
I see Cal's collecting his army. I see Cal's collecting.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Luke might lead the army still. Luke might actually lead the army.
Big up, Luke. Big up. Luke.
This is why I say it's a ripple effect, because you see, if Nunez was a consistent clinical goal scorer, you can afford to keep Jota around, because if he's there, it's a bonus. If he's not, you still got Nunez. He's going to bang the goals in. Because Nunez isn't a consistent goal scorer, because it doesn't look like we're going to sell him, then unfortunately you have to sell Jota, because then you've got to bring in someone who's a consistent goal scorer.
So and why not just available? So if you know Jota's only going to play half the season,
wait, let's do a poll, Cal. Let's see how many members of your
army. No. But Cal, you're not. No. You're going to.
Hold on, man. Let me really quickly land. If recruitment was up to me, I would do a madness this summer. Almost write off 1 year to let the team gel and blend, and then from the following season look to go ham. So if it's me, I'm buying a new. Obviously Kelleher's going to go. I'm buying a new goalkeeper. I ain't giving Adrian a new contract, and I'm getting a third choice goalkeeper. I'm buying a right back. I'm buying a left-footed centre back. I'm buying a DM. I'm buying a right winger. I'm buying a left winger, and I'm buying a striker. That's 8 players. Ain't no way in hell Liverpool doing that. If I knew the club would do that, I would say, do you know what? Cool. Write off 1 season. Let them gel for 1 season. The following season, let's go for it. For me, the priorities are centre back, right back, DM, and right wing. That's 4 players. For me, that's the priority. in my world, in an ideal world, you probably have to sell Jota and Nunez and bring in 2 strikers, but we're never gonna do that. We're never gonna do that. And Jota is only being sold because of injuries, nothing else. Because he ticks all the boxes. If you gave Jota 85% fitness for the season, you know it's cool, but we just can't. We can't rely on him.
Do you not remember season 1 of Breaking Bad? Right now, that's Cal. He's Walter White at the moment. But we all know what happened. Man turned into Heisenberg. I keep an eye on this brother, you know. I swear to you. Cal's dangerous.
100%. I tell you why I'm confused, yeah.
You should have never. You should. That's why I say this is why I host. When I say to people, I keep a lot of stuff in. No one believes me.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you why I host this. I'm gonna show you why I host this.
It's growing, you know.
So you're basically saying
Walter White for long.
You're saying Darwin Nunez should stay because the availability of Jota is too inconsistent. So therefore,
no, I'm not saying he should, Matt. I'm saying I think that's what the scenario will be. Not that. That's not what I want.
But do you think Liverpool have more faith in Jota or Nunez? Because I think Liverpool have more faith in Jota, and not only that, Nunez' value. I'll be real as well. It sounds crazy. Nunez being younger and less injury prone probably has a higher value, so they could probably get more money for him. In which case, Liverpool would rather sell.
I agree.
And Jota.
To answer your question, I think Liverpool as a club have more faith in Nunez and Jota.
Have more? No, so I disagree. I think they have more.
I want to be wrong, but
no. The reason I say that is because new manager gets announced, and the first thing you hear is, "Yeah, he wants to work. You've done it." Like, why is Nunez's name even being branded about? Like, Nunez's name shouldn't even be like a manager gets announced, and yet a striker's been mentioned about how it can be improved upon. Do you want to know why? Because the club do have doubts. There's a reason why. If the club even make it known that they are willing to sell, it weakens their hand, bro. Liverpool cannot come out and say we would accept a certain amount, in my opinion, for Darwin Nunez because it weakens the hand. Not only that,
I want to be clear. I want to sell Darwin,
and
I just don't know if we will, and I don't know if now is the right time because based on what else we got to do.
And I'm gonna say this: I find it highly intriguing that the club, again, know what the club know how to spread rumors or gossip or whatever. Soon as Klopp leaves, yeah, we didn't really want Darwin. It was an Nkunku thing. Even though we kind of knew already, they kind of wanted that to resurface. I'm going to say this, and I could be wrong, by the way. Liverpool do not have complete faith in Darwin Nunez. They can't. They actually can't, and I'll tell you why. You don't have to be a football man to understand the job he's doing is good, but it should be a lot better than what he's been given. What he's been given is all the tools to succeed. Chance after chance after chance. Like you said, after his first season, it was a language problem and it was also a tactical problem. This season, you said, Carl, apparently he might have even regressed, yeah? Liverpool know there's an asset there, but they're also not stupid. It's like the same thing with Diaz. I feel like if they get enough money, they generally would let him go, even though they know Jota is still a problem. They will probably, in my opinion, still go and get a striker who can be more relied upon. That's the issue. It's the can you rely on Darwin Nunez to score a 1-on-1 to win Liverpool the title? The answer will be no.
No, I agree. But can you rely on
So Michael Edwards he's supposed to be a smart man. We're supposed to have a smart ownership, right? But that's what we're supposed to have. You guys are both smart. I could ask you both this question. Let me see what you both are going to say. Cal, do you trust Darwin Nunez to win Liverpool the title if there was a 1-on-1?
No, of course
Drift,
not.
do you trust him?
Yes.
Drifty does, yeah.
You trust him?
Of course, Matt. You're asking Drift.
Nah, do you know what? That's a silly question.
This is the brother.
Like me asking Drift, do you like Cinnabon? Yes or no?
You know the Enrique Iglesias video, Hero?
You can't even ask, man.
You know when the woman's holding Enrique because he took the bullet for her and he's on the ground bleeding out in the rain. That's Darwin and Drifty, bro. Darwin's a gal and Drifty's Enrique, bro. Man,
bro, it's so mad. Yeah. When I say this, and this is why I have a problem with this Nunez army thing, because all you man are warped. You man think he's Robbie Fowler or something.
No, but hold on, but Matt
haters are gonna hate, bro. We just gotta let them do their thing, bro.
No, it's not even hating. It's called realism.
Do you trust Jota to play enough?
You know,
games
really, if
over
I'm punching you in your face, Drift, you're gonna get a bruise. It's real. It's real. If you punch me in my face, I'm gonna get a bruise. It's real. That's realism. This
Matt,
is,
Whatever,
bruv, it's like you saying,
whatever way you want to spin it,
bruv,
Bridget.
it's like you saying, if
You
you
do your
kick me in
thing.
my face, nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna stand there and be like,
You do
"Whoa,
your thing, bro.
guess you just
But
kick me,
Matt,
bruv.
I
It's
got-
not
I gotta
realistic,
ask you-
bro.
I got to ask you though, Matt.
Yeah,
Do you trust Jota to play enough games next season?
I trust Jota to do better than what Darwin does.
No, that wasn't
in
a
less
question.
amount of time.
That
That's
wasn't a
my
question.
issue.
That
No,
wasn't a
but that's the
question on that.
issue, though, bro.
No, that is no exactly. The issue is he's not fit.
No, but
And I
imagine
hate-
this.
I hate to say another name.
We're using We're using
Thiago.
Jota as the barometer because he's not available. But do you know what's so
You
crazy?
have to, bro.
No, the barometer should be Darwin and only Darwin. Stop looking at other strikers,
No,
guys.
but you have to look at the whole collection, bro.
No, I understand. Look, hear what I'm saying.
Should
We
I
should be
leave for
having
a
this
minute?
if Darwin Nunez actually was supposed to do.
I don't feel like I'm wanted or needed.
You know, we would actually all be sitting there saying, we'd all be sitting there saying, nah, do you know what? Jota has to go. Because let's say Darwin Nunez was supposed to do what he was supposed to do. We'd also actually sit here and go, Jota's sick here, but he's not available. But because Darwin's not doing his job, that's why you have to do things like this.
I disagree, Matt. If Darwin's doing his job, then you can sit there and go, oh, we can keep Jota because it's calm because Darwin's there.
I agree with that. Yeah.
To do what, bro?
No, because if Darwin's doing his thing, all right, in the same way, we could keep Sturridge when Firmino was about. Because we knew Bobby's there.
How
If
can you
Bobby's
keep a
not
player
there
you
and
don't
off
trust? Do you trust him?
Do I trust Nunez? No, of course I don't trust Nunez.
So why
bruv.
are you keeping a player you don't trust?
But you trust Jota, though.
I trust Jota more than I trust Nunez.
Exactly. So therefore, if Nunez was scoring as many goals as you wanted, you greedy fuck.
All right.
What you would basically be
Drift.
doing is you would
Oh
be
my
saying that you
This
trust
Nunez
Jota. That
Darwin
if
thing, I
Jota
can't
does
take it, you
play,
know.
I don't trust Jota's availability, bro. That's what it is. As a footballer, I trust Jota. It's like, all right, put it like this, Matt. It's like my car. If my car's 50-50 on whether it starts or
Certain
not.
man are living in some other realm, you know.
I know if my car starts, it's going to get me from A to B, no problem. But is it going to start? Am I going to walk out on this cold morning and my car doesn't start? My car's a 50-50 when it comes to starting. I know when it
We
starts,
can't
it's
talk
fine.
about cars and players, bro.
But, bro, I'm going to have to look at getting a second car, right? Or I'm going to have to look at trading that car in.
Why are we comparing cars and players, fam?
Because you know what I'm saying.
Football's
right,
a simple old game, you know. You put the ball in the back of the net.
Shall I
That's
tell
all you
what
got
it
to
is?
do, bruv.
After the last couple of seasons, I've become cold, Matt. I've become cold, bro.
If somebody
You man are looking
message
for
me when I'm
excuses to keep certain-
message me when we move on. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I have no
Message
attachment
me
to
when
it.
I'm needed back in this conversation.
No, don't run,
I'll be
fam.
real.
Don't
The
run.
only
Don't
the
run.
only player I've got an attachment to in this squad
We're gonna end it now.
is Alisson Becker.
No, I get it. But all jokes aside, no, I'm trying to make you guys understand, yeah, that
No Verge.
if
No, I
we
love Verge,
literally-
but I ain't got an attachment to him.
No, but bro, all you got to understand is this, yeah. You need players, obviously, that like in those big moments that you think that you might have because we're a big team and we should be there, yeah. What happens if it falls to a player like Darwin Nunez and the same thing happens again? We're going to be having that same conversation
Matt,
again.
I want to make this clear as day for you, bro.
I ain't got time for it, bro.
Darwin Nunez smells like a bad nappy in front of goal. A bad nappy, bro, that's been left out in the sun. Stinks. But brother, Jota ain't even wearing a nappy, bro. So there's doo-doo everywhere sometimes.
That is disrespectful. Do you know why it's disrespectful? Because, bruv,
But
we
he's
should
got
be
a
having a
nappy
conversation. Yeah, but you
sometimes,
keep
bruv.
talking about Jota. Forget Jota. Just focus on Darwin,
I
G.
can't, bruv. Sometimes I'm holding my little one, bruv, and I'm like, baby didn't put a nappy on her.
bro.
Look at me now.
You know what it is?
I'm
You
wearing
keep
white.
going. You keep going to Jota, yeah. But there's other players in the squad that don't take enough heat, and they play more minutes and don't do their required jobs. But
Matt, again,
somehow
you're-
a guy that gets injured and probably outdoes more than what the others do when they are fit is the one that gets the
Matt,
heat.
Matt, I'm gonna make this
Come on.
clear for you. I'm gonna make this clear, and then by all means move on. You see me, if it's up to me, I'm selling Nunez, Gakpo, and Diaz. I would keep Jota, but I'm saying the club, in my opinion, will probably move Jota on before they move Nunez on because of the injuries. I would, if it's up to me, bro, I'm ripping apart
You're
certain
basically
things.
saying
I'm
that's
fine.
not what you would do. You're saying you think the club's gonna do.
Yeah. But we may have to.
I'll be real. If the club sell Jota before Nunez, we have a huge problem. And it's not hate for Nunez. It's more. You've now got to go and get someone then who has to be as clinical and be more available or the same. You have to, bro.
So, shall I tell you why I disagree with that, Matt? As much as it would hurt me, because availability is so key nowadays. So if the club did turn around and sell Jota first, what is Jota, 27? Injuries aren't getting any better. But I can't sit there and go, the club is stupid for doing this. I can disagree. I can be upset, but I can't call the club stupid. Because what we've seen over the last few years is Liverpool Football Club holding on to injury-prone players until their contract runs out and then being stuck with it.
So that last bit again?
For the last few years, we've been stuck with injury-prone players or players not good enough for the club.
I agree.
And they've been left to go on a free, and then we've been the ones picking up the pieces.
But Jota's contract doesn't end soon, if I'm not mistaken, does it?
It doesn't, but do we want it to end soon? And then we have to sell him or let him go on a free?
No, bro. What I find crazy is we have to have this conversation because all it is something so simple. We're having to look at other players and what they are doing because the player that's supposed to be doing his job ain't doing his job. It's literally like Alisson letting in a shot every single time someone shoots at him. We'll have to have that conversation. Oh, but the defense are allowing too many shots. Yeah, but Alisson also can't save anything. We don't have them type of conversations, do we? We never do.
No, we don't. And again, I'll make it clear.
That's my point, bro.
I would sell Nunez because
he scored 18 goals, by the way. Stop acting like he only bagged like 2 or something. He's got 18 goals, bro.
He's 18. Coming to Europa and against I'm not trying to say he hasn't scored at 18, but remember I said we're a top club and I said in clutch moments, can you trust him in the big games? Where was Nunez in the big games?
He still scores some clutch goals.
Well, no, see, you didn't answer my question. He was nowhere to be seen, bro.
Yeah, but where was everyone else in those big games as well? What, is he the only man out on the pitch?
Else, bro.
Is he the only who's playing in the game?
Drift,
I can't have a conversation with the Darwin Nunez lover boys.
Right now, Drift, this is why I want him gone. Because
they're moving like Darwin is Drake. Like,
way, why was I brought back into this conversation? I told you, man,
Drift,
I don't want to be
see what
part
you just said there. You see what you just said there? That's part of the reason I want him gone because
this 18
this is why I'm
because he scored 18 goals. That's why you
I'm just gonna say it, bro. Again, I love you with all my heart, bro. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you, bro.
Man,
I don't disappoint
mediocrity.
It is what it is.
Do you know why? Do you know why you disappoint me, bro? Because you're a goal scoring striker yourself, bro.
So I understand. I understand the world.
No, fam. You're doing the opposite.
You exactly.
Imagine if I'm the manager and I'm saying, no, we've got to keep drifting the team. Oh, but he missed it. Yeah, but his GA's crazy.
I should be the one going, no,
sick,
you should be turning around and go, Cal, I've played a striker. He ain't it, bro. Because I wasn't allowed to miss that many chances on my level. But because of your love for the guy and your willingness to want him to do so well, you're blinded by what he actually does on the football pitch. You, bro, should know better. That's why I'm disappointed in you.
I know how things can change, man. Easily for a striker.
No, but yours was form drift. Yours wasn't 2 years of play. And the reason I'm disappointed in you, Drift, because if this was a player for any other team, we'd be on their neck. But because he plays for Liverpool, we give it a blind side.
True, bro.
Not necessarily.
You do, Drift, bro. You do.
Why have I sat here and defended Jackson then? He ain't a Liverpool player, but I see something in him.
No, but you wouldn't be sitting there saying he's the guy to lead us to the league or anything like. You would never say that.
You kept on saying.
I never said Nunez will lead us to the league. I said I believe in him that if we needed him to step up in a title race, because you got to remember. Everybody fell off.
Do you think Jackson would help Chelsea?
Everybody fell off, and this is the thing I just want people to remember. If Nunez was the only one playing poorly towards the end of last season, then I would fully kind of understand where you lot are coming from. The entire team fell off. So I really don't like this narrative that we can easily start poking fun at Nunez for the fact that in the run into the season, he didn't play his part. When Jota came back from injury and didn't look good, Gakpo slightly stepped up more than he was, but he'd been disappointed before that. Salah didn't play well in the run-in. People like McAllister, who we've relied on all season, is one of our best players, definitely fell off a cliff towards the end of the season. Diaz was literally our best forward, but he's obviously not that clinical. Then you've got people like Jones, who was trying to recover from injury. Everybody started to play poorly towards the end of the season. Can anybody name me any of the players that were playing? Even Endo started to play poorly. Who was playing well towards the end of the season?
He had the worst conversion rate, and that's not just based on the last portion of the season.
Yeah, but that's
that is based on the whole season, bro.
Everybody was playing poorly towards the end of the season, bro. Everybody. So I really don't like this narrative of just pointing fingers at Nunez like everybody wasn't playing poorly.
No one's just pointing fingers. But no, but we're not just pointing. We're speaking about this is a Nunez segment. We're not just pointing fingers at him. It's a Nunez segment.
I mean, there's a lot of fingers being pointed at him, but fair enough. But the point is, people saying you can't rely on Nunez towards the end of the season if we're in a title run and I don't trust him. Well, then that means you shouldn't trust any of the players in the current squad because they all did the same thing he did.
And that's where you're getting it wrong. I'm not basing it based on the last portion of the season. I'm basing it on the last 2 years of him being at the club. He's not trustworthy, bro. He's not. I'm not basing it on a in the same way. I'm not saying
you believe that you're entitled to your opinion.
No, because do you know what that'd be like me saying? That'd be me saying, "Oh, Mateta's a sick striker," you know, because he had a good end to the last season.
We also put him in his draft to ask Clark.
In the squad, in the squad.
Draft,
he put him in the squad.
It's a draft.
Come on, Drift, don't do that. Don't try and deflect.
He picked him.
It's a draft.
He picked him, bro.
Yes, he did because it was a draft, bro.
Mad,
there were certain stipulations where you pick one player from every club.
So you can't think of a better Crystal Palace player.
So hold on. I'm going to pick Mateta over Eze if I had one choice of any Palace player.
Eze and Lee.
Elise, I'm going to really pick Mateta.
They're the only player. So Mateta's the third best Crystal Palace player.
Oh my God.
No, but he didn't have a backup striker.
Trying to change the narrative, bro.
He didn't have a midfielder either, Cal, but he didn't care about that.
Drift knows what he's doing. He's trying to deflect.
Yeah, I know. He's trying to change it.
I'm not deflecting at all. Matt didn't even have a midfielder in his bench.
We're here to talk about Darwin. We're not here to talk about. We're here to talk about Darwin right now.
Matt, I got him. Checkmate.
So do you rate checkmate? That's saying no. You're trying to change subject.
Hold on, Matt. Do you rate Mateta as a striker, Drift?
No.
Why don't you rate him as a striker?
Because he's shit.
Based on
everything I see about him, he's just got
over what period of time?
Everything up until the last 2 months of the season.
Oh, so you don't rate him because since he's been at the club, he hasn't been good enough apart from a 2-month spell. So he's not trustworthy.
Plus, what he did before that wasn't that impressive either. Yeah.
So he's not trustworthy. So when I turn around and say, based on what I've seen of Nunez in the last 2 years, he's not trustworthy. I'm right then.
And I said you're entitled to your opinion.
No, it's not entitled to my opinion.
But I know for a fact the majority of the reason why everybody is having their like, he ain't good enough is because of the fact that his form fell off. Because when we go back to January, February, beginning of March, everybody was okay with Nunez and everybody realized he was playing his part. And then because he fell off at the end of the season, the narrative easily spanned back to he's crap, he's not good enough, yada, yada, yada. I remember having plenty of conversations with people in January and February where they were like, do you know what, Drift? I actually respect the fact that you stood by Nunez because he's actually proven his worth now and he is playing well and he's getting winning goals. And do you want to know what? Fair play. And then because he fell off at the end, it was easy to go, actually, why did I even think that? Fuck Nunez, he's not good enough.
Because it was a purple patch.
Everybody changed them.
Because it was a purple patch, Drift. It was a purple patch.
We said this. I said this and got lambasted for it. I said, when he went on that spree of scoring how many goals, I said, this could be a purple patch. If he continues this, I know it's not a purple patch. And he never was able to continue it. Do you know what it is, though, bro? I'll be real with you. We're gonna change it. We're gonna change it because do you know what I think it is? And I think I can answer for everyone when I say, if any player in the squad is doing what they were supposed to be doing, no one has a problem with that player. We have a striker who costs £85 million or whatever it is. If he was banging in goals on a consistent basis, didn't have to get 50, but just consistently we could rely upon him, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's end of story. That's it. It's that simple. We wouldn't be having this conversation. We actually wouldn't be having this conversation. If a man's supposed to do what he's supposed to do, we wouldn't be sitting here having this debate. There'll be no debate to be had. We'll be all sitting there going, no one can talk to our striker. Our guy striker's cold. We can't sit here and say that. We're having to debate and start bringing up XGs and all these up. Like, we shouldn't be doing that. We should look at our striker and go, we can't even talk about him. No one can talk about him. He's cold, but we can't. That's what it is. And it's that simple.
All I'm saying is Klopp himself said, I didn't ask Nunez to play in a way where the only thing that mattered was goals. So I really don't know why people keep talking about him in that way.
Because he's missing open goals and good chances. That's why.
Every striker misses open goals. Sky Sports just did their top 10 misses of the season and Nunez weren't even on it. How about that?
Well, Sky's got it wrong because the Luton one's definitely in the top 10 misses.
I was going to say.
Have you seen the top 10? No, it wasn't. If you go and watch the top 10, they were all worse than Nunez's miss. So if Nunez ain't even in the top 10 misses of the season,
yeah,
of course he misses chances. No, but what I'm saying is the actual guy who was implementing the player said, I was asking him to do different things to the things that traditional number 9s are asked to do. So therefore, I don't know why people are saying that you can't judge him on his all-round forward play.
So Klopp wanted him to miss chance after chance then?
No, of course he didn't. But he also said that I was asking him to do different roles.
That's what's happening.
That means that he was being utilized in a different way. That things like assists are important because the way I'm asking him to play, those things come into play.
Bro, when you're in front of goal, you're not utilizing a different. You're just in front of goal, buried in front of
goal.
And there's so many strikers who've missed as many bad chances as
he knows. If he wasn't getting on the end of chances, I would
forget it, man.
If he wasn't getting on the end of chances, I would fully go, do you know what, Drift? You're right, because the way he's been asked to play, they're asking him to do too much. And he still might be asked to be too much. You might have a point there. But our argument, just this sole argument here is more about he's not consistently good enough in front of goal. So we can all speak about how he gets to the goal, and what he's asked to do. But that's why I say we can't trust him. And as a striker, if we can't trust you, you're the main guy. Klopp didn't spend £85 million for you for him to suddenly go, yeah, again, Klopp said he's a work in progress. That's him trying to take the pressure off because it's his first year. Bro, so you wouldn't spend that money to... Okay. Yeah, go on.
So the same way when I include his assists, people say, I'm doing too much or whatever. You don't think that the same can be said that it's an agenda against him to dismiss his assists? Because 31 goal contributions in a season is still very good. And for anybody to turn around and go, what we want to do with it? No, let's just look at the facts. The only person who contributed more goals to the team was Salah. And that is literally the person that everybody here would expect to because he's our best forward, right? And arguably one of our best players. So if the only person in the team who contributed more goals than Nunez was Salah, then regardless of which way you spin it, how is he the one taking the most heat? And how is he the one always being battered and attacked? He got the second most goal contributions out of every single person in the team.
I'm going to say this one thing. I'm going to say
the most heat.
Because he also got the most misses, Drift.
But that just easily becomes the agenda to spin it. All right, he missed 2 chances in that game that he should have scored. But then he scored 2 chances in that game that other people wouldn't have scored. We can't keep doing this.
That's you've asked me a question as to why people have a frustration. It's because he misses more than anyone, and he misses chances he shouldn't be missing.
Okay, every striker misses chances. What about the chances he does score that are good chances?
No, but when you miss so many chances,
game-winning chances.
But when do you get to the point,
bro, it's being outweighed by the chances he is scoring. Yes,
but
of course, yes, factually, yes.
Okay. Jeff, can I be honest with you? I don't disrespect the assist. The reason why it annoys me when you say GA is because I look at it as assist for me is more of a bonus, especially when you're a central striker. It's a bonus, especially when you're playing a number 9 role. Not full time, you're the out-and-out number 9. And we've been playing with an out-and-out number 9. Firmino used to be the full time. He does get assists, and to his credit, they are good, bro. But I've always said this, you can get an assist, which is all good because you can set someone up and they can score. But my whole argument has been this the whole time. When you got no one to assist to, and it relies on you to finish, there's a problem because your conversion, as we can see, is not very high. So it's all good that you can assist. Nothing is wrong with that. That's good. But if you're in front of the goal and you got no one to assist to, what do? We now have to rely on you. And the problem is he can't be relied upon. Now, some people will say you give him another chance. We're giving a man 2 years. There's been other players in the squad over the years where, like, after the year, you might just go, "Nah, ban him, he's done." I do feel like we're giving Nunez a very, very fair chance. Do I think he's even going to get sold this summer? I actually don't. I think we should move him on, but I don't think he's going to get sold. So, to your credit, he might get another chance and he might bag goals. But I do think we're giving a man a lot of leeway for where we want to be. Remember, bro, we're not we're not in 6th place or something. We just kind of want to go straight back in and see if we can challenge again and try and win the best trophies, bro. And I hate to say it, yeah, as things stand currently constructed right now, I don't think Darwin Nunez is that striker for Liverpool, bro. I just don't think he is.
But you saying that he should
know
go
what I mean?
means you don't think he's good enough to be part of the squad. And that, for me, is why I have a problem.
No,
I've
bro,
sat here
because-
on numerous occasions and
Yeah,
said to you, lot, I don't have a problem with you lot thinking that he's not good enough to be the first 11 number 9.
You don't think he can be upgraded on?
I even have my own questions about whether he should be the first 11 number 9 on his current form and what he's done since he come to Liverpool. But to say that he isn't good enough to be a part of a 25 or 26-man squad, for me, is where it becomes an agenda. Because 31 goal contributions is not...
bro.
How can you get a better squad player than someone who's got 31 goal contributions?
But I don't. So now we're
Ivan
buying
Toney.
85 million
Ivan Toney.
squad players. What are we doing here?
I mean, you could. Ivan Toney would be better.
But
Right?
Ivan Toney would come in and be the first 11 striker, right?
Yeah,
So
and then
you'd buy
Jota
Ivan Toney to be on the bench.
And then Jota would become the
We're
backup.
not Chelsea
striker.
or someone.
Look,
I
we're
get what you
just
mean.
gonna
I'm
go
not trying
around
to
in circles.
listen.
If you go and find me anybody
we
who plays
upgrade
for
on
any other
Nunez?
club in the Premier League who's got
It's
more
like
than
it's
31
Nunez
goal
or nothing. I don't
contributions
get it. What's this
in their
Nunez?
squad,
Can I ask you?
Drift, can we
then
upgrade
then
on
we'll
Nunez? Can we
continue the
upgrade on him, in your
conversation.
opinion?
Yes, we can upgrade on him.
So why are you scared to upgrade on him?
I'm not scared to upgrade on him, but telling him he can't be part of the squad is where I draw the line. How can anybody with 31 goal contributions not be good enough to be a part of a 25-man squad?
Because it's
What are
not
we
just
doing
about-
here?
Because you've got to look at beyond. You have to look at just beyond contribution.
Remember, stats ain't everything as well. Like, it's
So
important.
what? So you're
They
telling
are
me
important.
you've never seen
They
Nunez
are
play this
important,
season? I've
but
seen that his link-up play is actually
it's not
improving and he's
everything.
actually doing well. That he hustles players and he actually causes a nuisance all the time. He's always a constant threat. He actually stretches the play. No one else in our team can do
But
that.
does that-
You're telling
does
me
that-
there's no ability he has. That's
Does
No,
that
no
outweigh-
one's not
does that
saying-
does that outweigh the bad though, Drift? I'll just be real. Does it
Of
outweigh
course
the
it
bad?
does. 100% it
I don't think
outweighs
it
the
does.
bad. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to keep on arguing about something that clearly we're never going to agree on. But for me, anyone who has 31 goal contributions and has clearly got attributes that are definitely beneficial to a team in their squad, then I just think that that's just going way too far.
Can I ask you a question? Who do you think had a better season this season? Bellingham, out of these three, Bellingham, Vinny, and Nunez. How would you rank them in order?
Bruv, come on, man. You're going too far now because they're clearly much better players than him. And their
I'm not
stats
asking
aren't
who's the
even that
better player. Ask who's had the better seasons. Who's had the better
Their
season?
stats aren't even that different. Vinny had the best season, then Bellingham, in my opinion.
All right, but Nunez,
then Nunez.
Nunez got better GA than both of them.
Yeah,
So
but
why
their
did you
GA's not that far behind, though. Them two had brilliant seasons stat-wise as well,
No,
so
but-
that's not a good comparison.
No, it is a good comparison because that just shows that GA is not the be-all and end-all. Because if that
I'm
was
not
the case,
talking about just GA, Cal. I just
No, but-
told
no,
you
but you
the way
are-
he stretches
all you've
play,
been
the
saying-
fact that he's a
mentioning
constant
GA
threat.
what you've been mainly
mentioned it-
saying,
you
what
mentioned
you've
it
been
when I'm
mainly
bro.
talking
saying is
about
the
him
GA
being a
is
squad
GA,
player,
bro.
when I'm talking
I'm
about
saying
him
we
being
can
good enough to
upgrade
be a
on him, bro.
squad player,
And I'm saying we can upgrade on him. So what's the issue?
so you think we can get a squad player who will have the ability
Why are
to
we
stretch
buying a
defense
squad
the way
player?
he-
Why are we buying a squad player?
Because if you're going to get rid of Nunez, then that means that you're downgrading the squad.
No, it
Because
yeah,
even
and
if
then-
you're replacing
so
man
then
for
you got-
man,
So then you go
Because
and
if-
buy a
if what-
better striker.
Ah,
but
better
it's not-
striker
but if
though.
Jota misses 3 months of the season, what happens when the main player's missing and Jota's not available? Then what?
That's life, bro. It can happen. What happens if Jota's available and the other person's available? Like,
Okay, so if that's life, why was everybody giving Klopp so much heat when he had the faith in the players not getting injured? When they got injured, no one said, "Well, that's life." Everyone said he never prepared for the season well.
Because we didn't.
If you
That
go
was
into a
obvious to
season
see.
with Jota as the backup, and then the main striker gets injured and Jota's not available, would the same logic not count?
But why-
Hold on, why
It
did
is
we
an
get rid of a
emergency,
player
you know.
who is available,
So
and now
why
we've
keep-
got no striker because Jota's not available? You're
So
not
hold on.
contradicting yourselves.
No, I'm not
Nah,
contradicting
I'm not
myself at all.
contradicting myself.
So
An
hold on, wait,
unreliable
wait.
striker being the
Can
backup
I land? Let me
means
land.
it's
Let me land.
exactly the same scenario that you criticized Klopp for when he wouldn't get a backup that was always available.
All right. So Drift, let me ask you a question. You're saying don't get rid of Nunez because you don't know if Jota can stay fit, right?
Yeah, and you keep the squad bolstered. Yes,
You keep the squad
100%.
bolstered. So if I go out and buy another striker who's better than Nunez, what's the difference? If Jota's
Because
still
right
there,
now we still need another player, because that was why when Jota got injured, it was so bad in the season.
We're
Because we was
strictly
missing
talking about
him,
Darwin
and we
Nunez.
only had that
I'm
one.
confused. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Matt?
Yeah, because the
I'm
whole point
confused.
is we're just talking about Darwin Nunez, the striker. Like, we're saying,
But that's not
I'll
the
give you an
point. The
example.
point is
Upgrade,
Nunez good
get
enough
another
to be a
player.
squad player?
I'm giving you an
I'm
example.
not
if you're
buying a
getting
striker
rid
to be a
of
squad
Nunez,
player,
Darwin
bro.
goes, how are we downgrading? I'm just giving you an example.
How do you
get
improve the
Isak, for
squad?
example.
How do you improve the squad?
By
Everyone
getting a
knows.
better
Basic-
player than
Get the
Darwin.
better player,
No,
bro.
by improving on the player who's a first team player, and then that player becomes a squad player, and effectively that bolsters the squad. That is how you don't get rid of the main player, buy another main player, but the squad player is the same person he was before. That's not how the squad gets better.
So you're saying Darwin Nunez is integral to Liverpool? That's what you're trying to say?
I'm saying he can play a very important role, whether it be starting or as a squad player, because he has attributes that are important in a team.
So let me ask you.
If you take out Darwin Nunez, wait. So if you take out Darwin
I'm
Nunez,
confused.
if you take out Darwin Nunez and you put in Isak, are we downgraded?
If you get rid of Nunez totally, yes. Because now you've got the same scenario
What?
where when Jota misses 3 months of the season, who plays when Isak gets injured?
Oh, so you want to do the whole keep Darwin, get Isak, and
that's
have
how
Jota
you
then?
become a world-class team. You make sure you keep everybody in
But
the
Drift,
squad
I said we've
good
got to
and
be
valuable.
realistic. I
Has
said
to
we've
be
got to be
realistic,
realistic.
bro.
Oh my God. The Real Madrid realistic when they've just gone and bought fucking Mbappe, and now who's going to sit on their bench?
Real Madrid are in a two-team league.
Rodrigo's going to be probably holding bench
They're in a
at Real Madrid.
two-team league. We're in the Premier League. I don't understand.
Well,
it.
you just said
can't
Rodrigo
prove
might be
him
holding
goals,
bench.
bruv.
That means
I'm
Nunez is
sorry.
going to be third choice. Nunez is going to be
I'm
third
sorry.
choice striker.
So be it. That means you've got a brilliant third choice player who can contribute.
This is why I
to
said
the
I need
team.
realism. I need
How is that not
realism.
real? How do we get
That's
to the
not
top
realistic,
if we
bro.
never have a good squad?
Who's Man City's
No.
third choice striker? Wait, Matt. Who's Man City's third choice striker?
I don't think they even have one.
Imagine
All
they
right,
don't even have one.
Who's Arsenal's?
Nketiah, and he's shit, and that's why they
All right.
can't win the league.
Who is Real Madrid's first choice striker?
First choice striker.
Third choice. Mbappe is going to be their first choice. Who's their third choice?
It'd probably be Hosselu now, isn't it?
Who's their second choice? They don't have a second choice.
Bellingham. They play Bellingham up front.
Bellingham doesn't play up front. He plays in the
Oh, he
number
plays
10, but he's
false
able
nine,
to
bro.
do
He literally started the Champions League final as a false nine. They play Bellingham.
one game. All right. Who is Chelsea's third choice striker?
Well, it was what's his name, Braja, isn't it? But I think
Right.
I think they're selling him now.
You see the pattern, bro.
Yeah,
Nunez
none of
ain't
those
got-
players were good enough. That's why those teams aren't successful. That's why
Bro, I
Chelsea
just
and
named
Arsenal
you
and
Real
all these
Madrid,
teams
Man
aren't successful.
City, bro. I just
No, but
named you.
Real Madrid in that conversation an anomaly. Chelsea, Arsenal, all
Man
the teams you
City,
named.
bro. Who's Man
Man-
City's third choice?
Man City are the
They
type
all
of team
spend
that can
more
somehow
money than us
play
as well. I don't
holding up front and
understand.
get away with it. That's what they
It's not
do.
realistic, bro. I wish it was true, but it's not realistic. The reason why I
It's
say it's not
alright.
realistic because
If you
we
guys-
don't
if you
spend the
guys-
same
if you
amount of
guys
money.
don't-
It's even, bro. We don't
If
even.
you guys don't see what I'm saying, then it's fine.
No,
The
Jay,
only
no,
way
no,
you improve
no.
the squad
This
is
is
by getting rid of the player who's in the first 11 with
all
somebody
right.
better.
All right,
and then
that's
that
all well
player
and
then
good.
becomes
That's
a squad
fairy
player.
tales. That's fairy tales and unicorns. I'm talking realism.
No,
yeah?
it isn't. It's
No, that's
literally
I'll tell you
how
what's
you
fairy tales and
improve.
unicorns. Because
That's
I'm
like
telling
me
you
saying
why.
I want flipping
That's
Allison
fairy
at the
tales and
club.
unicorns.
I
Bro.
want
Come on.
Courtois and I want flipping.
What are we
I don't
doing
know.
here?
But don't you lot always say that Liverpool should be doing everything they can to be the
Oh
elite
my
club that
gosh!
we
Yes,
are?
within
So in
reason,
that
bro.
regard,
Realism as well,
Within
bro. There's
reason,
got
we
to be
can't. All right,
realism.
then.
why is,
So
why is it
basically,
unreasonable to keep Nunez in the squad? How is
Because
that
the squad's
unreasonable?
strange for a start, bro.
because he will be the one to be replaced by someone
Okay, so
who's
hold on a
better than
minute.
him.
So let me ask you a question without running agendas,
Ah.
because I actually love this
It's
player.
not an
How
agenda.
is Cody Gakpo more important to the squad than Nunez if we're talking about contribution since they come to Liverpool? How is Nunez less
Can I tell you
important to the
something? Can I
squad
be real
than
with you?
Luis
I
Diaz
trust
if
Gakpo
we're going
more,
to talk
you know.
about contribution
I trust
since they
Gakpo
came
more than
to
I
the
trust
squad?
Nunez. I'll be real with you.
But
I
now
think
you're just
because
running an agenda because the facts will say
No, I
he's
trust
not
him more, and he's on the
reliable
left
than Nunez.
wing. Nunez is a central striker, but he
I'll be
gets the
real with you,
most chances out of
Cody
everybody in the
Gakpo has
squad.
not done anything to back up what you're saying in terms of being more important to the squad than
And
Nunez
Darwin
since
Nunez
they've
has
both
showed
been
me
at the
time
club.
and time again, you can't hit the target when you should be. That's not
Gakpo has
me.
done-
That's not an
Gakpo
agenda.
has
That's
done-
for everyone
Gakpo might
to
not
see.
have done it
bro.
on the same level, but Gakpo has still had many a time when he's also proved that he can't be relied upon. So then it becomes an agenda, because there's no way, Matt, you're going to sit here and tell me that Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo have contributed more to this team since Nunez and all of them have all been
They are
here
on the
to
left
say
wing drift. I don't understand.
Cody Gakpo has played up front for Liverpool way more than he's played on the left.
Yeah, I
Way
agree.
more than he's played on the left.
But has he
And
had
now-
Gakpo's been,
moving
Gakpo's
Gakpo.
been misused by
Has
Klopp. Klopp
has
actually
he-
came out and said, "Oh, I'm
has he had as
sorry,
many
I've
chances
actually
as
messed him
Darwin,
about."
though?
Come on, how are we going to compare Gakpo and flipping Darwin
I'm
Nunez?
telling you now that if I'm using your logic to improve the squad, you get rid of Diaz or Gakpo before you get rid of Nunez. If you're talking about
Not for me.
improving the squad,
No,
I'm
why would
gonna
I
be
do
real,
that?
Drift.
I
You
don't
see, you're
trust.
talking about Darwin being third choice striker. I'd probably say Gakpo would be third choice striker because he'd actually play on the left wing more as well.
okay, and that's fine. I can't keep arguing against you lot's opinion. You allowed your opinion. It is what it is.
But I'm with you. I'm actually with you.
We can
on that. I
agree
don't-
to disagree.
No, but you're thinking I'm disagreeing. I've said it. I don't trust Gakpo. I think Nunez has played a more important role. But again, if we're gonna speak the whole truth in this situation, Nunez has had way more opportunities than Gakpo as well. Nunez has never played centre midfield and all these other positions. Gakpo has,
I
unfortunately.
mean, technically, what Klopp did when he brought Gakpo in last season was he dropped Nunez for Gakpo.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Or he shifted Nunez left. Gakpo
No, he
was the one
didn't.
playing up front towards the end of last season.
Gakpo started, then if I'm not mistaken, Nunez picked up a small knock. Then Gakpo started playing centrally, and then them two were swapping between playing left and central within the formation. And then
Gakpo played more up front than Nunez at the back end of the previous season.
what, maybe about 3 games.
No, it was way longer than that.
But Nunez has been here longer, full stop. So he's played way more
Half a
games.
season longer. Half a season longer.
So yes, longer.
Yeah. And if I'm being completely honest with you, and I'm not saying this to shit on Gakpo because I really like Gakpo, I even think Nunez, there's an argument, has been more effective as a left forward than Gakpo has, even if we want to use the argument, but Gakpo can play left. Nunez has probably been more effective off the left in his Liverpool career than Gakpo has.
So
what are we doing in this conversation? If we're saying Gakpo is a better squad
He's had
player
a couple
than
of
Nunez.
good games, Drift. In my
How many
opinion.
good games has Gakpo had off the left, Matt?
When Gakpo came back and actually played on the left, did Gakpo not? What did Gakpo do when he came back?
Best performances in the Liverpool shirt have been
What did
in
we
a false
say?
nine.
What did we say when I said when
best
Gakpo goes on the
performances
left,
in
he
the
starts to
Liverpool
cook?
shirt have been in a false
And
nine.
I said Gakpo's got more production. Bro, I even said this.
How many
Gakpo
times have I
has
said
more
I'd sell
production than
Gakpo?
Luis Diaz if he started on the left, bro. How about that? I will say that again.
So, Matt, you believe that Cody Gakpo hasn't
He
had
has
his
more
best spell at Liverpool as a
production.
false nine?
Oh.
No, just a simple question. Was his best period at the club as a false nine? Yes or no?
In the first season, his best position was the false nine because he literally came in
Yeah.
as a false nine. We didn't even
Okay.
see him as a left winger, did we?
And
We didn't
this-
see
and
him.
this- and in this
And now
season-
we're seeing him in the left wing when Klopp finally decided to put him where he's
You think
supposed
he
to
was
play.
more productive than
I've
what
al-
Nunez was from the
Bruv,
left
I've
wing?
always said this personally. I can only speak for myself. I think Gakpo can do more on the left than all the other players.
No,
we
I
actually
never
have
said. I never said your belief moving forward. I said up until this point. You're telling me that what Gakpo has done off the left wing for Liverpool is more productive than what Nunez has done off the left wing for Liverpool.
They're
But
both
when I
not
think
good
about,
enough.
I have to
Let's
go
just
back
be
to
real, they're both
Darwin's
neither
his
good enough.
first season because Darwin didn't really
Bro,
play
can I
left
just
wing
get an
this season.
answer, bro? This is yes
No.
or no.
I'm genuinely.
Has Gakpo been more
How
productive
you
off
gonna
the
ask
left
me
for
a question
Liverpool
and I
than
give you an
Nunez has?
answer?
It's
And
a
as soon
yes
as I
or a
start
no,
speaking,
bro.
You don't let me finish, bro.
No,
I don't
because it's a
understand.
yes or no answer,
I
bro.
don't understand. Am I
It's
not
a
allowed to
yes
speak
or
or
no.
something?
It's a yes or no answer, bro.
Oh man,
It's
come
a
on,
yes or
man.
no, fam.
What are we basing it on, Drift? Are we basing it on goals,
understand.
GA? What
We're
we
basing
basing
it, we're basing it off a combination of eye test, effectiveness, stats, everything combined. Has Cody Gakpo been as effective off the left for Liverpool as Darwin Nunez?
But that's because
Okay, so-
Gakpo hasn't played there enough,
Alright,
so it's an
my God,
unfair
I just hear
argument.
bare
Alright,
goalpost moving and no
Alright,
answers.
shall I just break it down then? Drifty, in terms of the eye test, Gakpo passed the eye test over Darwin Nunez. In terms of stats, as things stand right now, Nunez has got better stats.
Statistically, because Gakpo's hardly played there.
Okay. So, and then you add the fact that Nunez
That's
has
a
been
bit
better
weird
up
to have a
front
conversation
than
like
what
that.
Gakpo has, and then you just come to the conclusion that effectively Nunez is a better squad player than Gakpo is.
No, that's where you can't say that because they've not been afforded the same opportunities, Drift. So you can't say that.
All right, man. Let's just allow it. Let's just agree to disagree and let's
But
just
what
move
am
on.
Bruv, I'm not even said anything that's wrong. I'm not even backing up Matt or backing
No,
up.
I'm not even saying what you said is wrong. I'm just saying we're going to keep going round and round about.
Gakpo playing him out of position. Gakpo suddenly plays in his favourite position towards the end of the season, and now he gets compared to Darwin Nunez, who arguably play a lot more games there, in my opinion.
Because if we're talking about you lot saying there's no place.
No, but I'm off the top of my head, if we just go by left wing, who's played there the most, Darwin's played more left wing than Cody Gakpo, bro.
But we're talking
Gakpo's
about
been misused by Liverpool. But we're comparing now Cody Gakpo to
because
Darwin
you lot said Nunez ain't good enough
present.
to be. Because you said that Nunez ain't good enough to be in the squad. So I then asked you, okay, well, by that metric, you're saying that he's a less squad member
right, bro. I know
than Diaz and Gakpo. And I think that is a stupid thing to say based on what we've witnessed so far.
No, it's a stupid thing to have blind faith in someone who hasn't shown anything.
It's not about blind faith.
No, but
it is, bro.
If you turn around and say stats-wise, so I tell you why it's difficult to judge Cody on stats. Because Cody's played as a centre midfielder, a left winger, a false nine, and a right winger. Darwin's only played as two positions effectively. You're comparing someone who's played four positions, someone who's played two.
But nobody said Gakpo played them well.
Let me land, bro. Let me land. So where you're saying Nunez is a better squad option, or Matt saying Gakpo's a squad option, to be frank, neither of you have got enough metrics to compare one to the other. Factually, you haven't got enough metrics.
But we're talking about the fact that you lot are saying someone's got to go. Right?
Yeah, no, we're talking about
strikers. We have to sell something.
We're talking about strikers. We're talking about strikers, Drew. You just said
Nunez can play left wing.
All right, so then the question becomes: is he a better left winger than Cody Gakpo?
And statistically, and from his output, and from what we've witnessed in his Liverpool career so far, yes.
How many times has Darwin played left wing though?
Him and Gakpo must have played a very similar amount of times off the left.
I genuinely don't think so, bro. But is
that real though? Because Gakpo's played off the left at least 4 or 5 times last season, and this season about maybe 8 to 10 times off the left this season.
And I don't
just going off of memory. I don't think Nunez has played on the left that many times.
Do you know? I'm gonna see if I can find it. I don't even know if there'll be metrics for it, but I'll see if I can find it.
Like I said, let's just agree to disagree.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna move on now. I'm kind of over this conversation now. Be real. Come on, let's move on. I'm with that Supers. Can't hear me find the stats. Cool.
10 minutes ago.
Cool. Hey Manchu, Drift, Prime Larry Holmes or Riddick Bowe? Who wins?
I don't really like. Obviously, it's kind of ahead of my time. I'd probably go off Larry Holmes based on what I've heard, but Riddick Bowe was a problem.
It's Larry.
I think Larry Holmes wins that personally.
From what I've heard, I didn't see enough of Larry.
Larry's a problem.
Serious.
But Riddick Bowe on his day was a beast, though.
Yeah, Riddick Bowe was cold, but I would say Larry Holmes personally was better, should I say. Sharif, Nunez will score 30 goals, all comps. MKH, when Liverpool made an approach to signing Nasio. We'll have to wait and see about that because there was a couple of talks the other day. Big up John Conway's gifted 5 Kopish memberships. Big up yourself, brother.
Big up, John.
Each and every time. Sharif says, you guys seen Akaluche of Monaco? He looks decent. I haven't actually. No.
I haven't, no.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You have to let us know, bro. What you saying? Big up Beijing. Fellas, would you stop Trent Alexander-Arnold?
I've got the stats. So last season, Nunez played 3 games left wing, 33 as a centre forward. Gakpo played 9 left wing, 17 centre forward, 2 right wing, 3 as attacking midfielder, and 4 as a centre midfielder.
Flipping hell.
So that means Gakpo has played more off the left than Nunez.
Yeah. Which is why I said
a lot of people would say he's been more effective as a left winger, though. A lot of people, if you ask the general Liverpool public, who would you say has been more threatening or effective on the left out of Gakpo and Nunez?
You have to look at Nunez's first, because I said Nunez played more left in his first season.
He's played 3 games there last season, Drift, in comparison to 17. So that's why I'm saying you can't compare the two from a left wing standpoint.
No, but the point remains, if he's played less games, but to memory he was actually more effective, then that technically makes him a more effective squad player.
Not based off 3 games, you can't.
All right.
You can't.
In a man's position, though, like, ain't that a bit mad that Nunez has actually had more standout games, even if it's only 3, in the position that I'm being told is Gakpo's best position?
But you're saying in 3 games he's better than Cody in 3
No,
games.
I'm not saying he's a better.
how
I'm
many
saying
did he
if
have
you're
in-
looking at the metrics of, if we're going on eye test and stats and all the things put into it, and you look at the fact that a lot of people would be like, do you know what? I actually think Nunez was more effective on the left wing than Gakpo. And then we see the stats and we're like, oh, Gakpo's played left wing way more than Nunez. It's like,
three
hold
games,
on.
man.
No, just quickly. Let's just come because we've got to move on, guys. Look, who would you rather have if your left winger at Liverpool? Say Diaz has gone to Barca, yeah, whatever. Who would you rather have as your left winger starting next season? Cody Gakpo or Darwin Nunez, if you had a chance?
Probably Cody Gakpo.
Kyle, what about you?
So why are you having this argument?
I just think
Because
we need to kind of debunk this debate right now because I think the debate's getting lost in translation. Cody Gakpo is a superior left winger than Darwin Nunez. I don't even know why
he's not a better squad player than Nunez because he doesn't contribute as much as Nunez. Simple. He doesn't contribute as much as Nunez. It's simple.
One's a left winger and one's a striker, Drift. I don't get what the argument's here.
Oh my God. If you're talking about squad players and you're talking about people who are on your bench and we're talking about the effectiveness they have on the overall team, Cody Gakpo hasn't been as effective or as important as Nunez since they've both been here. And it's only been half a season in between it. So we're talking about keeping one to make the squad still have more strength. You would say Nunez is a better paid person to keep in the squad than Gakpo.
No,
but here lies the problem.
Sorry, Matt, to just debunk that, Joe Gomez was more impactful than Darwin Nunez and Gakpo last season, right?
But he's a defender, so that's a whole different conversation.
All right, it's a different position, Drift. This is my point.
No,
but
forwards are forwards. Forwards are forwards.
No, forwards aren't forwards because Salah could never play left wing, bro. He could never play left wing.
We don't know until we see it.
Oh, come on, Drift, man. You're being silly now.
That comment there, this was on a wind-up team.
Oh, if everyone told me Gomez can't play midfield until they saw it.
You think Salah can be traditional left wing?
Gomez played 2-3 games, bro.
No. If you asked me whether I think it would go well, I would say no. But until we see it, we have no idea.
Drift.
We're just making assumptions.
Drift. Would you ever?
We're just making assumptions.
Would you ever put Salah left wing? Would you ever?
No,
do
I
that?
wouldn't. But it's still an assumption to say he would be shit at it.
Drift, because you know the truth. You know
no, it's still an assumption,
bro.
Do you remember when you lot all told me that I was stupid for saying play Diaz?
Oh my days, bro. Do
you know Diaz end up playing right wing?
Drift, if you throw me in a river, bro, if you throw me in a river, I can't swim. If you throw me in a river, I'm gonna drown. You man can all sit there and go, Matt might have a chance, you know. He's the wing wizard. He might find his way out of it. I will drown and dead. If you dump me in a river, dash me down in the deep end, be dead. It's the same thing. But Salah, left wing, he'll drown, bro.
Last summer, you all
on the
told
football
me
pitch.
I was stupid for saying that Diaz can play right wing. You all told me, no, G. When was the last time you ever saw Diaz? Diaz has never played right wing in his life. I had all of that shit. Then Diaz played right wing, and he was actually pretty decent at it, right? Okay, so therefore, don't write out Salah being able to play left wing until you actually see him play left wing. Common sense would say don't do it, but you don't know he can't do it because you've never seen him do it.
If that's the case, then Drift. We should. Salah can be the backup left winger, so Cody Gakpo and get a first choice right winger. Then Salah can be backup left.
Luis Diaz played 2 games from right wing last season,
and he was all right at it. Was he not? Was he not all right? Because I think he was all right at it.
Played 2 games.
He still did it. He still did it.
Salah left wing. What are we doing here? I'm done. I'm actually past it now, guys. I'm being real. Bayesian fellas, would you swap Trent Alexander-Arnold for Rodrigo? Nope. No. That's a no for me. What about you guys?
No.
Glad we're all in agreement there. Cat Sunday, Matt gonna say he's shave. Matt gonna shave his beard and eyebrows from that news and stop eating altogether. And yeah, Cal, I watched Panenka LFC. They're good. Yeah, Panenka LFC are good. Big up
It must
yourself,
just
Cat
be a
Sunday.
spell. You know when the auto spell things.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So hopefully I got it all right. If not, then apologies. But big up Cat Sunday. Drifting in his army. Carl, I have tears in my eyes. I'm guessing when Carl made that first statement, but then since then he's gone left.
Yeah,
still.
he made sure he retracted it.
Brace Dans will make us all forget about Nunez. Right.
I don't want to put no pressure on Dan's, man.
Drifty Nunez arm again. Cal, me and Drifty never stop. Drifty, I love you. The Nunez army is different, you know. Them man are different. I can't even lie.
I love you. I love you, Drifty. I love
you, man. Nunez in WWE terms, he gold dust, surprising, but not a good surprise at all. Man's gold dust, you know. Meltwater, the fact that Nunez was getting lots of chances, which is also a part of the reason he was so entertaining, proves he understood the system, in my opinion.
Or maybe he was just a good footballer, so he found space because he's a good footballer.
Drift, I swear down.
I rate
no, here's what I will say, yeah. And I don't want to keep going.
Drift. I've got to read the soup.
No, this is very easy and it's based on what it is. It's very easy. It's very quick. People in football, especially people who know what they're talking about, will always say, don't worry while you're getting chances and missing them. Worry when you stop getting the chances. It's a universal saying that's been known throughout football, throughout everything. So the fact that Nunez is missing chances is annoying, but at least he keeps getting them. If he wasn't getting the chances, everybody would be saying, he's not good enough. He's not good. He don't make runs. He's not intelligent. At least he's intelligent enough to be able to know how to make the runs to get in the positions and finish them. All it needs to do is just click. Would you agree that it would be worse if he wasn't getting chances and he wasn't ever having shots and getting into good positions at all? Would you agree that would be worse than what's currently happening?
It depends on the context.
Okay.
I'll quickly explain. If the team wasn't creating chances for him and finding a way for him to get on the ball, then no, I wouldn't be upset with Nunez.
For not hosting.
If Nunez wasn't making correct runs and wasn't showing the endeavor to play, then I would be upset with Nunez. So that's the context.
Because apparently we created 100 and something chances, right? And Nunez missed 30 of them. No, so there's still 70 chances that the rest of the players missed.
No, we created 100 more than the next team.
Okay. So there's still a massive amount of chances the other players missed. Nunez weren't the only one that was missing chances.
No one's ever said he was the only one missing chances.
We act like it.
No, we don't. Bruv, Diaz has been getting dragged through it. Salah's been dragged through it. I saw people saying they'll sell Salah, who's finished. How many times have we seen this season Salah's finished, get him gone at the end of the season?
Exactly.
How many times have we seen Diaz is dead, get him gone at the end of the season?
So the point is
Nunez, bro.
So the point is that these can't all be crap players. Right.
The point is one is getting more chances than the other and missing more chances. The fact is one has got the worst conversion rate out of all the strikers. I don't get what's so hard to grasp here.
No, I
really don't. I genuinely don't.
I've never said he doesn't need to do better. Never once said that.
So what's the difference between me saying he needs to do better or I would upgrade him when you say he needs to do better? What, because you say it with love?
No, because I think that saying he's shit and he's not good enough to play for Liverpool is where it goes too far. And that's always been my argument. The whole time, that's always been my argument. But anyway,
come on, guys. We got to move on.
Let's be done with
listen, I think because
I asked to be removed from the conversation about 45 minutes ago.
Bro, you're his defense lawyer, bro. Like, anything that's said. Yeah, Drifty Nunez army. Sorry, but why is he turning into hating Nunez? I don't think it was hating Nunez. I think it was having a conversation, but unfortunately, when some things get said, this is what happens. Mario, we're all talking about Jota and Nunez, but what if Salah don't sign? There's no way Edwards will keep him. There's more chance of that happening. I think Salah stays personally.
I don't think Salah stays if he doesn't sign a new contract.
I think Salah stays, actually, believe it or not. And as Cal said earlier on, which I don't like it, but I agree with him, if the club had to make a decision, which I would be fully against, I think the club would sell maybe
So you
they
lot think
might
that we'll
sort
let
it
him
out.
walk away for free?
I think we could. I think we would.
Potentially, yeah.
That's a terrible decision. I'd rather we got money for him than we sold him, than we let him walk away for free.
I think Liverpool bringing in a new coach, letting their talisman for how many years leave at the same time would send the wrong message, and Liverpool wouldn't want to be seen as everything's falling apart. I do think a lot of it, in my opinion, is to do with how the club would look. I don't think Liverpool would let that happen. So I do think you got more chance of Salah leaving the following season and that being on a free. And I don't know how I feel about that but again, it might be his time to kind of go maybe after that.
After all the things that we've said throughout the years about how poor it is for a player to leave for free, all the banter we've given Man United and all the other clubs who've let players leave for free, it would absolutely make no sense if we let one of the most important players in world football leave for free. I think that would be the dumbest decision Liverpool have made in the last however many years.
We've made worse decisions, trust me.
No, we haven't. Then Salah leaving for free. How many worse decisions have we made as a club than that in the last decade?
Bro, Salah leaving for free. People were already saying that he should be sold now.
But we're talking about the value of the asset.
No, but again, that's my but if we're talking about what he can still do, if Salah can still produce at a high level, I don't think we should think about cashing in on him. So hold on a minute. We're Liverpool LFC. We've just lost the legendary manager. We're now bringing a manager who we hope is going to be good. And now we let one of our best players go because we're worried about money. That's what we're doing now. That's what you're saying.
We have to be worried about money because we're Liverpool.
I think, Jiff, we'll have a conversation about that on another video because I don't think that should happen personally. Unless Salah said he wants to go or something. Bro, Salah still... You were talking about playing him in the centre, but now you're saying if he doesn't sign, you're saying sell him.
Because if he doesn't want to sign, technically it also means he doesn't want to be at Liverpool long term. Because why would he not sign a contract?
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. As Liverpool Football Club, we would look a lot weaker losing Jurgen Klopp and Salah in the same summer.
No, we wouldn't.
Of course we would.
No, we wouldn't. If we get good money for Salah, if we get good money for Salah, we don't look weaker than we do.
Good money. Where's the money coming from? What, Saudi?
Whoever it is. I'm talking about if you get a good,
Again, I need realism. I can't deal with
this. Is realism, bro.
It's not realistic, bro.
So why do we slew other
Saudi's
teams?
the only person really that's the only people that's really going to spend money on Salah. Realistically, like big.
So
money,
why do we slew other teams when their players leave for free? Then
we're talking about us. I don't care about them.
But we do at the time when we're laughing at them, right?
So hold on. What are we saying now? We're allowed to laugh at. We can't laugh at other teams. Is that what you're saying?
No, but then we have to hold the same energy and understand that it's embarrassing if we do the same thing we laugh at. If Salah walks away for free, it makes us look weaker as a club than if we cash in on him and we make sure that we get good value for a player who is a massive asset to the team.
But we shouldn't be cashing in on Salah. That's my argument.
Exactly. That's why I said get him a new contract. But if he says, no, I'm not signing a new contract, you absolutely cash in on him. You don't just let him walk away. I don't know, man.
Free. I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at it as
what are we doing?
Salah, no. People are saying Salah should be sold this summer. Regardless, people are saying he's already Salah's kind of done, yeah. And I don't agree with that at all. We should be trying to get Salah to stay. I understand if he doesn't sign a new deal for because I said give him another 1-year deal, innit? I said give him another 1-year deal and see what happens, right? I don't think he signs a 2-year deal. Could be wrong, but say he signs the 1. Get him to sign the 1, cool. If he doesn't sign the 1, I don't think we should even sell him then, unless he wants to go. If he wants to go, you let him go. If he doesn't want to go, Liverpool will be a worse place by selling Salah right now, in my opinion. We'll be a lot weaker. Losing Salah, losing Jurgen Klopp. And now who's the replacement?
Yeah, it's unfortunate it happened at the same time.
That's why you give us a bit more time. I think the only money we even get as well for Salah will be from Saudi. I don't think we get another big bidder, by the way, personally. I don't see anybody else like on a big money team.
Why are PSG looking so stupid at the moment? Because Mbappe's walked away for free.
But that's a different story. How are we going to compare Mbappe to Salah, bro?
I'm not comparing the players. I'm comparing an asset walking away for free and it making the club look
No,
really
but
bad.
what has the asset done to get to walk away for free, bro?
I'll tell you why the
With a
PSG one.
sign and
They
new-
gave him the
PSG one's-
keys, bro.
The PSG one's different because they spent like almost 200 million on Mbappe. They kept on giving him contract extensions even though he didn't want to be there. They didn't ultimately win the Champions League, which is the reason why he was meant to be there.
It's worse.
So
I
I don't
agree,
think
it's worse.
I don't think the two situations are comparable, just because Mbappe's leaving in his prime to go somewhere else as well. It's for me, they're two completely different.
No,
scenarios.
there might be variables that make it different and make PSG look worse, but the situation is very similar. It's your best player, your biggest asset, and you haven't been able to sort the situation
But
out.
the
That is
situations
walking
are
away
very
for
different,
free.
no.
I
They
don't think
are
they're, I
very
don't think they're the
different,
same
no,
at
bro.
all.
Like the
don't think
timeline of how everything's been constructed,
They're
bro.
very
It's the-
similar in what I just explained. Your best player, your biggest asset, and the embarrassment of not being able to get anything for that player walking away. Those things are very
Bruv,
similar.
you're basically looking at a receipt and looking at the total the money that you're getting back and
How
looking
much
at a refund.
on a real? If
But
it's
you're not
if it's
actually
Ben
looking how
Saudi-
you got that refund in terms
And
of
from a
what you had to
Liverpool
refund.
point of
Do you
view,
get what I'm
we've
trying to
done
say,
very
bro?
similar things to what PSG do. They're
You're
just
just
out of
looking at
control.
we
broke the wage structure. We've given him way more money than any players ever earned at Liverpool. We've done very similar things to what they've done. They've just done it on a
bro.
dumb, stupid level.
No, we haven't.
Bro, we've never ever broke the wage barrier before.
Mbappe's
We
been
did it.
embarrassing PSG for about 3 years, bro. This
Oh,
situation
forget about that
How
part
is
because
Salah
Mbappe.
embarrassed?
But
How
the
is
only
Salah
difference,
actually
the
embarrassed
only
FSG?
difference is we've broken our wage budget for Salah, and because he earned it. That's the
Salah
only.
deserves to get that money. What are we doing here?
Yeah, and therefore we've still done things that, in terms of our output, would mean it's silly if we don't get anything back,
All
and
right,
he
can I,
goes for
can I just
free.
ask one question? Barring Saudi, who buys Salah and for how
That's
much?
exactly what I said. Who's buying him?
For the team you lot are talking about, maybe PSG would buy him.
All right, maybe, but how much?
Maybe
how much
Real Madrid or Barcelona would buy
all
him.
right, and
Who
how much
knows?
you think how much you think we sell him for? How much you think they would pay for him?
Maybe about 50, 60 million.
Okay, and then I ask you, can we spend 50 or 60 mil get a replacement for Salah?
No, it can't.
So
But
wouldn't
it's
it be
also
Hold on,
better
let me
than
land,
him
let me
walking
land,
away
let
for
me land.
free.
Bro, let me land. So I ask, and again, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just offering a different situation here. Could you not argue that keeping Salah for a season would make us a stronger team and give us the possibility of winning more trophies than selling for 50, 60 mil and weakening the team?
Depends where Slot wants to play him, and it depends who you replace him with.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think either of you are wrong, but me personally, I'd side on the fact of letting him go for free because I think your team with Salah has a better chance of winning trophies than the team
a
without
better
it.
chance of winning something.
And
No,
I'd,
I
time
don't
of his
disagree
career.
with that.
and
If
I'd
he's
rather win.
25 or 26, then
I'd rather win something next season than have an extra
Well, yeah.
50 mil in the account.
It's not just about an extra 50 million account though, because if he goes, then there's a massive wage structure that also gets freed up. And we know how we are, we know how FSG are, we know how Edwards is. Those things are very important in the Liverpool structure. So you not only get the money, you get a massive amount of money off the wage bill, which means
Wages
that
have been
maybe you
freed up
can
already.
go and buy somebody.
Wages are freed up already though.
Yeah, but they're even more freed up because he earns twice more.
300.
But he earns twice as much as
And
everyone else, so you've freed up even more.
Yeah, but it's not
And-
like we have to it's not like we're in a situation where it's like, no, if we sell Salah, we're going to free up some wages. We will, but we've already got wages free up already. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's a bonus.
I'm
Salah was
also
sold, it's a
basing this on the
bonus,
fact
innit?
that why
For
would he not
wages.
want to sign a contract as well? Because if he doesn't want to sign a contract, then that also becomes a
All
slight
right, all
worry
I'm
in
saying
terms
is
of-
this.
Okay,
You
so he
wouldn't-
doesn't actually see his future at Liverpool then. So you know what? I would cash in on him. If it was different and it was Salah wanted a new contract and the club didn't want to give him a new contract, that's totally different. But if the club put a contract extension on the table and Salah goes, no, thank you, I'd shot him. And even though I don't want to see Salah leave, I would want us to actually get some money back on the asset because I'll be like, well, why don't he want to stay at Liverpool? Do you know what? All right, fair enough.
He
I
has
think
to
we
agree
should
to
sell
leave
him.
as well though. He might just say, I'm not leaving.
I mean, obviously, but we're talking about the situation of would you or wouldn't you sell him. Of course, there are variables of real life that take effect, but we're just talking would you or wouldn't you sell him based on these scenarios. And if he won't sign a new contract, I would cash in him because I don't see the point in letting him go for free. And I would also be very concerned at the fact that he doesn't want to sign a new deal. So
yeah, but
I
that's
would
how
let
you
him-
gauge
I
whether he
would
wants
cash
to
in on him.
stay. No. What I'm saying is, you know, when a player, you can kind of tell. You can listen, agents speak, whatever. You know when a player wants to stay, or whether they feel the deal you're offering doesn't suit them. That's why I said you offer him a 1 year extension, not a 2. If he rejects the 1 year and he's like, and he kind of basically saying I don't want to be here, then you sell him. If he's basically saying I want to do the 1 year, then you re-sign him for the 1 year, which is what I said. Because what I'm saying is this, bro. For Liverpool to be successful next season, in my opinion, Mo Salah still needs to be involved. But going forward after next season, that might be a different scenario because we might see a different Salah in this up and coming season. That's why I don't think you sell him straight away. If Salah's like, I don't want to, like, say we offer the 2 year and Salah's like, I want a 1, and there's like a breakdown in communication, I wouldn't sell. I would see if you can later on down the line get him that 1. But if he goes on a free, it will be annoying and it'll be jarring that he goes on a free, but at least you tried. It's not because he doesn't want to play, it's because he doesn't like the terms of the 2 year. But if you can get him to that 1 year extension, I'm all good for that person.
But the terms of the new deal would clearly just be the same as it is. The club aren't stupid.
But
they
maybe
wouldn't offer him less than what he's currently getting.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, bro, 1 year and 2 years is very different. A lot can happen in 365 days in a year, but we all know this. Come on, man. We're all humans. Anything can change. You might not want to tie yourself down for 2 years, but 1 year might be good enough for you. That's how contracts work. That's the reason why contracts.
So if he said no to a 1 year because he said I want 2.
No, if he says no to a 2 year, but he wants the 1 year, sign him on to the 1 year.
No, but what if he says no to 1 year because he wants 2 years?
Oh, then what you would do is you would basically say to him, we'll see how you get on. We'll come back to you. You have to negotiate. You don't just give man exactly what he wants straight away.
But you can't, because by the end of the season he's a free agent.
No,
and then he's got all the power.
No, but he did before the end of the season. Remember, his contract runs out, if I'm not mistaken, 2025.
Yeah, but Matt, if you don't sell him this June or July, you lose all the power because he's no longer valuable anymore. Because he can talk to clubs in January and he's got less than a year left on his deal.
Do you know what I might do? So this is what I would do. The terms have to be good for us as well. So it can't be the same money. I don't think he'll get the same money either, right? So let's say,
but then he's going to go. Then he's never going to sign for less money.
But it might be a bit lower. But what I'm saying is this: you sign it for the 2 year, but you know if he has a bad season, you've got the year there as a buffer to help get his value up when you sell him. That's simple.
No, but that's what I said. I said
no,
if he
you said you get rid of him.
No, I didn't, bro. Don't lie on what I said, please, bro. I said if he signs.
Hold on, Drift. You said if he doesn't agree to the 2 year, that means we have to question whether he wants to beat Liverpool. We
only just started talking about.
How can you say that? I'm lying.
We only started talking about contract length in the last 2 minutes. Before we didn't talk about contract length. I said if he won't sign a new deal, I will sell him because I don't want him to walk away for free.
Bro, I'm not.
And I said, but if he signs a new deal, I can guarantee you. I did not talk about the length of the contract until we just started talking about 2 minutes ago.
Drift. I promise you.
No, we
you
didn't.
said it before me.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about.
I'll let the chat. Before. You know, I'll let the chat decide on this one. Drift. I kid you not. You said if he doesn't agree to the 2 year stay, then maybe we should sell him because that means we have to question his loyalty when he wants to beat Liverpool.
We didn't speak about the length of the contract until just the last 5 or so minutes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's leave this one. I'll let the people decide. I can't be bothered. Mario, we're talking. Oh no, we're ready. Oh no, we've spoken out already. Bassett. Nunez scored 3 more Premier League goals than Rodri last season. Jada Activist, big up Kopish. Any advice getting over a breakup? All I can say is time is the best healer, maybe.
Yeah, bro. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, just don't beat yourself up. Try and take your mind off it by doing things that you enjoy and build yourself.
So you can
work on you, brother.
100%.
You got this, Jay, man.
Trust.
Yeah. The only thing I will say to not gaslight you is I don't like when people always say, there's plenty more fish in the sea. Sometimes that person is the best person for you. So I think sometimes it's a bit of a lie when people say that.
You ain't helped.
No, because what I will say, and I've given this advice to people who I'm with, I don't always think you should ever give up on the idea of being able to get back with that person either. And you lot can know, like I've given that advice, and so many people have actually been like, do you know what, Drew? I actually respect the fact that you actually was like giving me that type of advice because it gave me another perspective to look at. So I'm just saying, don't always think that it's over, because sometimes people think it's over and it's not over. No, real talk. I'm being serious. Sometimes people think it's over and it's not over.
Last year, I'm just looking at Kojo's comment. Big up Kojo. You see Kojo?
Kojo's in demon mode.
I know. Big up big up Rosa. Another Monday, another 10 out of 10 show. Big up yourself, Rosie.
Oh man.
Carly, why did we see so many goals? Talk about defense. We've spoken about defense. We've spoken about structure. We've spoken about transitions. Kind of over it now, to be honest. But I hear what you're saying. You just wanted to change the conversation about Noah Nunez. I respect that. Selection. Jota indeed should be. Nunez upscale is higher than Jota's, in my opinion. I think the analytics team think the same. Jota is not a chance magnet either, but a scavenger. Raw. Nunez will come good, in my opinion. Big up yourself, Selection. That's your opinion. Big up, though. I respect everyone's opinions.
Scavenger's mad.
That is crazy. Man,
big up, Selection. I completely disagree. Big up.
That is crazy.
That's a hyena, you know. Scavengers are hyenas and vultures and them things.
You know what happened to scavengers?
Jota creates his own chances.
That is crazy.
This is what I mean about the Nunez lot.
This is why I can't. This is why I'm gonna.
It's crazy.
You lot bring it on yourselves, man.
They're gonna be a new clan soon. They're gonna be called Chaos Corner. Trust me, they're all.
I can sit here and guarantee you that people who still believe in Nunez would agree with me that if he wasn't getting the amount of blame and abuse he gets, then there wouldn't be so much pushback on it. But he gets way more abuse than is actually valid. But again, let's not go back into it. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why.
Ain't that what Ray was in Star Wars chat? You know, in Force Awakens, she was a scavenger.
In 2024, we're putting down Jota to big up Nunez. Crazy.
It's mad, isn't it? Ryan says, has anyone watched Solo Leveling anime? No, I haven't. I haven't personally. No. And you guys watch Solo Leveling? No. Jay, Luton goal was offside. Simi was off.
I think he's talking about if Nunez had scored the chance, it wouldn't have counted because Tsimikas was offside because that was the chance. What
you talking about when Salah? No. What the one where Salah flopped the header? Remember Salah messed up the header, no?
I think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying
Salah swiped it, and I'm like, oh my days, how did Salah not score?
I think that's what he's saying. Because I'm not mistaken, in the build-up, there might have been a possibility that the person who crossed the ball was offside. I think that's what Jay's alluding to.
Fair play. Jay,
a couple of people
Jay, doesn't matter. How do they play? Jay doesn't matter. How do they play? Get João Felix.
He's being sarcastic. Big up, Jay.
He could also be asking a legit question. Is anyone going to answer it?
Yeah, you want a hybrid of the two. You want someone who's good on the ball but has good stats. You know what? I just want Nunez in it. Nunez is the best striker in the world. He's got the biggest upside, and we can't upgrade on him. Is everyone happy now?
I'm only happy if you're happy.
Then we're all happy then.
Yeah, he's I'm happy. He's a gunman now.
I mean, now he's condescending, but it's fine.
No, just being honest. Fellas, can each of you give me your top 3 moments as a Liverpool player pissed you off on the pitch? The most likely cost us points. Now, the moment most likely cost us points. Oh, the top 3 moments.
See, this isn't really fair though, because it pissed me off, but I wouldn't want to go in on the player because of it.
The Alisson and Virgil mistake at Arsenal.
For me, Diaz at Man City.
Yeah.
And
no, take that back. Nunez versus Man United when the ball gets played to him and I don't know what he's done.
He said Liverpool period, but everybody just drawing for this season. Is that the only season?
Oh, if we're doing Liverpool period, then I'd have to have longer to think about.
I mean, that just shows where you're.
No, I read it as the last bit, the moment most likely cost us points at the end.
So that can be any season in any year.
All right, Adrian versus Atletico Madrid, Karius in the Champions League final,
and
then
I think he means this season, though. Big Genie, are you saying this season or ever? I feel like he means this season. Hence why he said the moment most likely cost us points. I could be wrong here, and maybe I'm reading it wrong, but I feel like he means this season. Hence why he said because we dropped so many points this season.
I think it's more obvious that he just means.
Big up Genie. Let us know, bro. You talk about this season or just forever, like ever.
Love. Oh no, Aspas Corner. Big up John the second.
Aspas Corner is a mad thing, you know.
Yeah, that's top 3.
Last attack, you go and do that.
And Aspas. Can't get mad at Gerrard because a slip happens.
No, I didn't blame him, but I still was. The moment still happened, and I still believe that was what made the game get away from us. So that still made me more angrier than most. Karius in the Champions League final, 100% is up there.
I think Karius.
But he's saying were you peed off at Gerrard though?
I mean, I wasn't pissed off at him because I hate him. But yes, it was him who did it.
Careful.
No, but it was him who did it. I have absolutely no blame for him, but it's still him who did it.
Chill out, big man.
But facts are facts, bruv.
Chill.
Facts are facts, bro.
I think what Drish trying to say is when that happened to Alonso, that's what he's saying to you, bro. He's just saying.
So Gerrard slips and he gets problems.
He's not saying it. He's saying
I'm saying in that moment, I was livid.
So you weren't vexed in that moment. You were just like, it's cool because he's the legend. You're not vexed
because he's Gerrard. It was all right.
I was upset about the situation. I wasn't upset with him. He slipped. We can't do anything if the man slips.
No, of course.
No one's saying that he deliberately.
No one's saying it's his fault. It's not.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm annoyed at the situation, but I can't be annoyed at Gerrard. I'm annoyed at the situation. I can't be annoyed.
But I find it kind of weird.
But I guarantee you, if Nunez has slipped, you'd be angry at Nunez.
That's what.
So you're changing the way you're feeling because of who it is.
No, it's not, bruv. When is Nunez slipped in front of goal, bruv? He just crap in front of goal. Like,
no, I said if Nunez was the one who
the Nunez army comes to the rescue. Once again, the Nunez army comes to the rescue.
No, Cal, I'm giving him an example to make it easier for you to understand what me and Matt are trying to say. If in that very same moment, Demba Ba scores that goal because Nunez slipped, you would blame Nunez.
No, I wouldn't, bruv.
Okay, all right.
I'll be honest,
I can only take your word at face value.
I'm very consistent.
I can only take your word at face value.
So what I'm saying is, but the reason I want to ask you this, Cal, this is not me trying to like trick you, but when this happened, you're telling me you were just angry at Liverpool. You didn't even.
No, I wasn't angry.
Your initial thing was to be angry at Liverpool and not angry at the player that made the unfortunate mistake.
No, I'm angry at the situation. I'm angry at the lack of.
Carl, I'm gonna be real. I'm just being honest.
What?
To me personally, I can't say how you felt, but I'm saying the reason why I
how can I be upset with someone who slips? He can't.
No. Hear what I'm saying. If someone plays Nunez in on goal and Nunez slips and skies it, you're not going to be like, Liverpool, man. You're going to be, your first thing is Nunez. Your first thought, right? Your first.
No, I've been here when
I can't tell you how to feel, but surely though.
Hold on. I've been on this stream. We've done watch-alongs where Nunez might have slipped or whatever, and I go, right, there's nothing he could have done there.
So you wouldn't have been annoyed?
Not at
you
the
just
player,
go, it's one of them things there.
Yes, because it's not the player's fault. Do you know what that's like? That's like Stevie walking to school. He slips over and gets his clothes dirty, and I kick off with him. Look how you're going to school. Look how dirty you are.
Stevie is a child. Gerrard is a big grown-ass man, bro.
Principle, though. If Stevie's walking to school and he's jumping in mud now, then I'm going to be upset with him.
No, Cal. I'm never going to tell you
what you're saying is not wrong.
I'm just
surprised because my initial
and we'll just leave it.
Hold on.
I can be honest though.
Be upset with someone for slipping.
No, Cal. That's not what we're saying. We're saying in the moment, it is irrelevant what the cause of the problem is. The problem still cost us the league. So we're just saying in that moment, we were angry at Gerrard because he was the unfortunate one who was the one who made the mistake. That's all we're saying.
When Kwanzaa made the mistake this season,
we're not saying that it was his. It was
when Kwanzaa made the mistake. Yeah, we all sat there and went, "Oh man, Kwanzaa, man." But you know
that's a mistake, though.
No, but bro, letting the ball roll underneath your foot is still a mistake, though, bro. I mean, he slipped, but it's still. You're obviously he wasn't planted or like maybe
but
a little bit off balance. It's
No,
a mistake,
because
but
you know what?
I
I know we don't like
can't get
talking
mad
about
at you.
this.
Do you know what I mean?
I know
I'm
we
not
don't want to talk
mad.
about this in front of rivals, and we're probably giving rivals ammunition here. But you got to remember, Cal, the slip actually happened after a miscontrol. So technically, he does hold responsibility for the issue.
I can't
The
believe
slip is not his fault, but the miscontrol is, bro. He miscontrolled it and slipped trying to correct the mistake.
I wasn't even gonna say that.
We have to just keep the energy real if we're gonna have the conversation.
Do you know what? Okay,
So he did not miscontrol it, Cal, before
that's
the
your
slip.
opinion. No, I never said he didn't miscontrol it, but it's not like
So he's still part of the problem.
Oh, leave it out. Do you know
If
what?
he controls it,
All right,
then he doesn't even slip trying to
all right,
recover.
cool. I'm just saying, keep the same energy for everyone from going forward. Then, yeah.
I do.
No, you don't. But we'll see.
Yes, I do.
No,
I
you
am
don't.
not saying it's Gerard's fault at all, but in that moment, he's the one I was angry with. That's the point me and Matt are making. We're not blaming him for the whole game. We're not doing any of that. But in that moment,
But he
was
made
the
a
one I was
mistake.
angry
It's
at.
unfortunate how it happened, but he made a
said
mistake.
The game changed based on what happened, and it did, but it wasn't his fault. The man slipped.
All right.
Drift, that's what you hold on. Drift, did you not say the game changed based on what happened?
Yes.
And you said you were angry with him, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not saying anything wrong.
But you're saying that he can't hold any blame for it.
I don't think he can.
And I think a miscontrol is cause for blame.
Fair enough.
The slip is not his fault, but he miscontrolled.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the day when Carl turned full.
His villain arc
has just started now.
Yeah, fully. If let me catch one of your favorites do something mad next season, I swear to God, it's on.
I don't have any favorites. They've all left. They've all been sold.
Now the streets will never forget when you didn't back me when I said that Gerard was the guy.
10th of June 2024. Anyhow, I see Nunez mess up. I see anyone mess up. God forgive me for what I'm gonna do.
And do you want to know? Do you want to know why I can give you a perfect example of me always holding the same energy? And if Matt remembers, Kwanzaa, everyone knows that's my guy. I stood there, and what did I say after the Man United game? I'm not going to blame Kwanzaa, but two things can be true at the same time. It's Kwanzaa's fault we didn't win the game for that mistake. I sat here and I said that, and everybody knows that I'm telling the truth. That is my guy.
I said the two aren't even the same. Kwanzaa,
a mistake is a mistake, though, Cal. A mistake is a mistake.
It's not the same. It's not even
Steven
the same.
Gerrard miscontrolled the ball, and
Kwanzaa
mispassed it. A mistake.
You're thinking about who the player is. Bruv, Naby Keita skied it again. Was it with Real Madrid? Bruv, I can't sit here and say, oh, it's just unfortunate. Bruv, he skied it. The shot was a joke.
Okay.
He skied it.
Okay.
He did, didn't it? I'm consistent, bro. Come on, I can't sit there and say in that moment. In that moment, I was upset, bro. I was like, oh, Gerard miscontrolled it and he slipped. You're vexed. But when you look back, you're like, bro, Gerard made that mistake. It's unfortunate how it happened. Do I blame Gerard for the whole game? No. But do I blame Gerard while we concede that goal? Yes, because it was direct led to goal. But I don't know about the whole match. That's my energy. My energy is, I feel like if that doesn't happen, they don't score personally. But that's my energy.
So I just want to confirm: a slip is now the same as someone passing it to an opposition player. Is that what we're saying?
I never said, bro.
No.
Bro, like if it'd be a villain, just be a villain for the rest of the summer.
I'm there now, bro. I'm a villain now, bro.
Nunez cost the same amount as Firmino and Jota combined now. Firmino was 29. Jota was, she might be onto something,
45.
Yeah.
That's before the add-ons, by the way, Rosa. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
It's cool, though. We can keep him for the bench. You lot wanted a villain, you got one.
Hey, listen, I'm just, listen, see, today's just been mad. Big up Redox Tower, sell 100 mil. Kudos 75 mil. I'm guessing sell Salah for 100. I think the person
75 mil would only get Kudos' torso. No legs included.
Pause. Jamra, you might know Mo making close to 1 million per week per his agent. Didn't know that.
Possibly bonuses and everything.
Per his agent with bonuses, Mo making close to one. Okay. Do you mean like I'm guessing that's all of his what do you call it? Off the field stuff with Adidas and whatever, I'm guessing. That's everything, I'm guessing. Or do you mean that's just his Liverpool stuff, Jamrock? Kai Lewis, what's one game that made you question your love for Liverpool? Question your love for Liverpool, you know? I don't.
Stoke 6-1 on Gerrard's last game.
That one was tough. I'm trying to think one where they really let. You know what? It might have been. I can't think of one actually. I'm not trying to do the bossy team, but I generally can't think of one.
My love for Liverpool.
I can't think of one, so yeah, I don't know. Sean Slot, if you're watching, type help in the chat, brother. Taji, down with trying to be politically correct. Hashtag number 9 in the bin, you know. Creepers. Dean J says, can you guys drop the beat for my 21st tomorrow? Hey, big up yourself, bro. You know what? Happy birthday for tomorrow, bro. I hope you have a blessed day, man. Trust me. Big up yourself on your 21st birthday for tomorrow, bro. Big up.
It's a big number as well, man. Have a
Trust
blast.
me. Big yourself, D&J. Promo, top 3 over England players currently in terms of ability. For me, is Bellingham, Rice, and Walker. Zero tech, in my opinion. All better talkers than ballers. Overrated in terms of ability.
Is this from the current England squad, yeah?
I'm guessing he means current. Like, has to be current.
So the Euro England squad.
Yeah.
So overrated. I'd go. Oh. I don't even know if I should say half of this. I'm going to say overrated. Saka.
You want to open that kind of worms?
Yeah, I know. Trippier. And
Trippier
Ramsdale.
definitely shouldn't be going. He's way overrated. Who's the other one you said?
Ramsdale. Oh, Mark Gay, actually.
Do you know what? He's decent, you know. Decent. But is he better than... is Mark Gay better than Tomori? I don't know. What's happened to Tomori?
No, I don't think Tomori. I think Tomori is better than him.
I think Mark Gay might be better.
I know the Saka one's going to get taken out of context. Because I say he's overrated doesn't mean thank you promo. Doesn't mean I think he's rubbish. Everyone knows I've rated Saka for years before it became fashionable. I just think the way he's spoken about is like he's like this unwavering talent.
What about Kobe Maino? The people are saying Maino. People are just saying he's just running.
I actually agree with Cal because there's a part of me that believes that as absolutely brilliant as he is, Declan Rice could also be considered a player who has been properly overhyped compared to like what we've already seen of him. So I know exactly what Cal means. A player can be world class and still be overhyped. I think people think that you can. I think you can even still be world class.
I don't think Declan's world class though.
Oh no, I'm just saying I still think a player could be world class and still be overhyped because people still do. But remember, overhyped means you do more than what the player is doing.
But what you actually think you actually do, innit?
Yeah. So I actually think you can actually technically still be a world-class player and still be overhyped. Do you get what I mean? So I hear what you're saying about the Saka situation.
I'll be real. Who's on England's left flank?
Gordon.
And who?
Well, I think Foden possibly could play there with.
It might be Eze. It might not be Eze. And
I'm gonna be real. You're gonna call me crazy. I don't understand how Rashford don't make that bench. You know,
nobody will.
It's tournament football, and you need killers. As crazy as it sounds, I know Rashford has this up and up Man United, but for England in tournament football, if I'm not mistaken, Rashford is normally kind of good for England. You know, I'll be real with you. I have to keep it a buck.
I hear that.
And I remember,
I'm with you.
And do you know what else? Do you know what else people are not gonna like? Because he's from Liverpool, yeah. This Anthony Gordon thing. Me and Drift have sat here and gone, he's decent, pace, whatever. But I'm sorry. Tournament football, I'm picking Rashford over Anthony Gordon. I am. I'm sorry. I just am.
There's no world I want to live in where Grealish and Rashford have been left out of the entire squad for Anthony Gordon. I don't want to live in that world, personally.
Why?
Acting like he's the truth, bro.
Because whether they've come off of bad seasons or not, Anthony Gordon still ain't it. He ain't it, man.
So how is
ain't
it? So does that mean that Rashford and Grealish could just throw up stinkers and then because they're not?
No, it doesn't.
No, we said overrated. Yeah, I'm saying
right,
this.
So why do you know what? Shout out to LFC Xavier.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, Sterling should be going then.
What?
No, because when you look on the right side of the picture to just
there's more. Yeah, there's more.
There's Saka and there's Kopish.
Hold on, we say Sterling can't play left now.
Well, when was the last time Sterling played left wing?
All the time. Sterling barely plays on the right.
But what has Sterling done for like 2 years?
City,
what's Rashford done for 2 years?
Rashford had a crap season. The season just gone. The season before,
what's Rashford
didn't
done
he
for
score
2
30?
years?
Oh my God, mad.
Sterling's done more than Rashford over the last 2 years.
No, not over the last 2. Over the last 12 months, yes. Not over the last 2 years.
Bruv, you see 2 seasons ago, Rashford was clear of Sterling. I don't even like.
Yeah,
when I say I don't like, I don't really rate.
The season before last, there wasn't even a conversation.
Sterling could not talk to Rashford, bro. Come on, bro.
So what is the reason you're saying?
And I would take Sterling over
because you need that.
Cal, if you want me to back you up, I would 100% take Sterling over. I would 100%. Yeah. Pause. I would 100% take Sterling over Gordon. I agree with you on that.
No, but guys, all I'm saying
is my point is, we're saying you should Grealish and Rashford should be there over Gordon. Well, hold on? How many times have we sat there and gone, raw, man, like Defoe and these man aren't going because such and such has got a name. Can't be picking man because of their name.
Yeah, but bro, you're using bad examples. Defoe was a top guy.
No, regardless
Defoe
of the name,
was a killer.
Bro.
We got Jermaine Defoe. He was a killer.
But I'm saying Gordon deserves to be there more than Rashford and Grealish as of right now.
Here's my point. Though, Cal.
That's your opinion.
You're not even wrong. I'm just saying in tournament football, you need that one guy. Like, even if he hasn't played amazing throughout the season, but you know when it's international duty, he does turn up. If they're in the forward line, out of all the forwards that England have picked, you would say the ones that have been left out is probably Rashford, even over Grealish, over whoever. Rashford is probably the one where he could have a bad season for Man United, but in that tournament, bro, it's tournament football. You just got to have that game where you can change things.
No, I hear that, but you can't just keep on picking a man based on what they've done previously for England. If that's the case, then no one should question Harry Maguire.
No, but you need that one kind of wild card. I think they made a mistake, personally. I'm just saying.
So why do we question Harry Maguire being in the squad then?
But that's a silly
because Harry Maguire is not good and he's being picked on by us. But the people we're talking about, Grealish, Sterling, Rashford, they are talented. They've just been in bad form. There's a difference in what we're talking about.
Maguire should never be starting for England.
Maguire shouldn't be in the England squad anyway.
If you're an England person, people should know them thing there.
That's different. But in my opinion, Rashford is in poor form, but he's a way better player. Sterling's in poor form, but he's a way better player. Grealish is in poor form, but he's a way better player. So we're talking about mixing everything together. Anthony Gordon is not good enough to just be playing better in terms of his form to keep all three of those guys out of the squad. For me personally,
So should Henderson be on the plane instead of Kobe Manu then?
That one,
you need a wild.
Oh, you are joking.
No. That one's no.
I never said that. I said you the wild card.
I think I probably would have still took Kobe Manu, but if Henderson had went, then I would have gone. I would have said to myself, okay, he just doesn't think that Manu after playing 6 months of football is ready. But I would have took Manu. But again, most people don't think Henderson is good enough in terms of the ability. So you keep peaking people, Cal, where people will say they don't think the ability of the player is good enough to match the... It would be a bit like, all right, let's say John Stones didn't go because he's been very injury prone this season and he hasn't played that much football. If John Stones didn't go and then they picked Gahey over Stones, would you not sit here and say to yourself, right, that's mad? Because I know Stones hasn't played that much football and his form's off, but he's way better than Gahey as a player. Is that not how you would think about it?
Not necessarily, no.
So you would have still said Gahey over Stones would make sense.
Shall I be real with you? Shall I tell you what's been holding back England all these years? It's the first time I've actually thought, well, Southgate's actually got a set between his legs. For decades now, England has been held back because they don't pick players based on merit. How are these players like Gordon and all these men meant to get the experience if you never give them the experience?
No, but Gordon could be there, but Rashford should be there as well. That's what I'm saying. But
based on what? But the brother barely plays out of his skin for Man United.
No, all right,
why is Maguire there then? Make it make sense.
I'm going to say something.
Maguire should be there.
Maguire should be nowhere near the England squad if we're being realistic.
I agree with that, but I'm not using Rashford to justify when Maguire's in.
If you're going to... All right, you're saying... This is why I have to disagree with you. Not wholeheartedly, but I disagree with you, bro. Left back, my man's playing. What's the guy's name again? To Newcastle, you just said he's overrated, and I agree with you.
I don't think Trippier should be going either.
It should be Joe Gomez. That's what I'm saying. He's very inconsistent with his decision making, bro.
Gomez is going.
No, Gomez hasn't started though, if I'm not mistaken.
No, but that's my conversation.
If you're talking about start,
let me ask you another question. Should Kwanzaa be going on Maguire? Who had the better season, bro?
Kwanzaa
exactly.
Maguire.
Who had the better season?
No, honestly, it's difficult to say because Kwanzaa didn't play loads in the Prem. That's a different one.
But I would say Maguire should be nowhere near that England setup, bro. In my opinion,
I don't think Kwanzaa should.
It should be Stones and probably Tomori, or Stones and Flip. England ain't got a lot of centre backs, have they?
I think
Stones or
Braithwaite. I'll be real with you. I think Max Kilman's been overlooked as well.
I don't know. I'm going to say something near that squad.
I'm going to say something you lot are probably going to disagree with, and everyone in the chat will disagree with, but this is just my opinion. I truly believe that you can have a good season and look on paper, and maybe even slightly to the eye test, like you're up there, but really not be it. That's what I believe. And maybe you don't understand what I'm trying to say, but I think if you're being picked for your country, it shouldn't just be like, oh, did you have a good season? It's like, how good actually are you? Let's not base it on the fact that you just played well in the season or whatever. How good actually are you? And Anthony Gordon, for me, is somebody who can play as well as he wants for Newcastle. He ain't international, Euro, World Cup winning, left wing starting England standard. I don't care. And if he is, then we've got... No, but I think Rashford, talent-wise, is... Form and talent are two totally different things. And if you don't, that's fair enough.
And if you're playing tournament football, you should be bringing form players because it's tournament football.
So why is Maguire going? Why has Tomori never been seen?
Maguire's not going.
Is he not going?
No, but the only reason Maguire's not going is because he couldn't recover from his calf injury.
Yeah,
was he just injured?
Yeah, but he's not going. So
bruv, he was there.
But he would have been picked if it wasn't.
He's a general for them, man. There.
But hold on, Maguire's had a better season than Rashford.
My whole argument is he shouldn't be there. So because he's done better than another guy who hasn't been good, you're saying he deserves to be there. I'm saying,
but we're talking in the left wing position. Gordon has been better than Rashford in a worse team.
All I'm saying is this, and listen, people can clip me up if they want. England ain't doing nothing. I hate to break it. I mean, I could be wrong. I just don't, with the players that they brought.
I think England win it, personally.
Nah, I don't think they'll win.
I don't think they win it.
I do. I might be wrong, but I think England win it.
They could even be Iceland, fam. They're not winning.
No, I hear that, but I still
not
think
winning.
they win.
Like I said, and
They're
again,
not-
I'm
I
not
don't
trying. I'm not trying to big up Rashford and
They got
Grealish
good players,
or
but they
whatever,
just-
because I've
they
had
pick
fun
the
being
wrong
shady to them
players.
all season. But in my opinion, I think you look at someone like Grealish and you look at the form and you think, okay, his form has been
Them man, they
mad.
got
stinky, I'm not gonna lie.
experience, bro.
But Grealish, talent-wise, has the capability
Bro,
to
Grealish
be a
has been
game
destroyed.
changer.
I can't even lie, bro.
He's got an ability to
don't,
be
mate.
a game changer. There is no way I'm going to let anybody convince me otherwise that Grealish will be more effective than Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon is just a pace merchant. You know, when we talk about that, is the example of a pace merchant. If the team is sitting deep, what the fuck is Anthony Gordon gonna do?
Well, no, we're
I
about to
guarantee
see.
you,
We're about-
Anthony
no,
Gordon
we're about
comes
to
out of this
see.
tournament
'Cause
one of the
a lot of
worst
people are
players
saying
to
me-
represent
yeah.
England this summer. I guarantee.
Everyone's telling me he's going to cook up something. So if
He
I'm
ain't
wrong, I'm
cooking
wrong.
shit,
Let me
bro.
see what he can cook. Let me see what
He
he
ain't
can cook.
cooking shit. I would have
Because
took
I've said
Grealish
this.
over Gordon.
Bro, I've been done. You're
all
right. I've been
day
done
long.
saying this.
All day long. As bad of a season as Grealish has had, I know Grealish can change a game like that.
Bro,
if we're keeping it a buck, he can still change
Shall
a
I
game
tell you what
like
it is as
that.
well?
What's
Man
Andy Gordon
City-
gonna do?
Man City play up against a low block literally nearly every single week. Grealish, you know, people laugh at Grealish when he does like he takes 2 steps and he lays it off. All he's doing is waiting, he's biding his time to make that correct one movement and he's gone. The one thing I respect about Grealish, in my opinion, has better intelligence than Anthony Gordon. Don't get me wrong, Anthony
Way
Gordon
better.
is more athletic, is a faster runner. But if we're talking about how someone reads the game and how to offset an opponent, Grealish is, in my opinion, is far superior, and we should be having this conversation. It's just that Anthony Gordon's had an amazing season for Newcastle, and I respect that. He's had a very good season. But now, when you come up against low block teams and they know how to play against you, let's see if he can cook something. Because I know what Grealish can do. We've seen what Grealish can do in the low block with Man City. We've never seen Newcastle really go up against a low block like that. I haven't personally, and maybe there are times when he's cooked. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. So maybe I'm wrong for saying it, but I haven't seen it. So until I see it, can't say no.
Yeah.
There you go.
And on top of that, I just believe that you have to look at things from both sides, and two things can be true. Yes, I understand people saying you take the players who have got form. I do understand that, and that does massively come into it to a degree. I agree with you. But does that mean that what we're saying is if Messi was coming off the back of a poor season or Cristiano was coming off a poor season, you would say don't take him? No, you wouldn't. And I've used 2 high examples, but I've done that to make the extreme, to make the point obvious. It can't just be, their form is brilliant, take them. Anthony Gordon has had a good season for Newcastle, and that's a fact, and I'm not trying to take that away from him. But Anthony Gordon is not first 11 England international, let's go win a tournament level player. He's not. So the form cannot be the only reason why he's playing. Grealish is so superior to Gordon on every level apart from what type of season they both just had. That I think is crazy that I'm living in a world where Anthony Gordon is on a plane and is going to start left wing for England and Grealish is at home. He's not even in the squad. He's at home. For me, that's madness. It's like Southgate does bad in other things, and we ask him to be like a little different, not of the favourites. And then he goes so far the other way, he then goes extreme and does something crazy like that. I'm like, yo, all right, but it is what it is.
Kyle Lewis, Nunez is what? Just like I'm in the verification of his stuff. Chat are undefeated, you know. I swear down. Selection. It's not a Jota dig, but I do think Nunez' upside is higher than Jota. Whether he gets there is another question. Multiple European clubs will be in for Salah if he's free. Yeah, if he's free. I reckon Salah takes that route. Yeah, if Salah's free, obviously he gets more options, but if Salah, you have to pay for Salah, I think it limits his options, in my opinion. So I agree with you, 100%. I agree with that.
So, I know, go on.
Rosa, Cal, who has better ball control, Darwin or Allison?
Now cut the stream.
Bro,
If Cal is actually deliberating over this answer, cut the stream. Let's just end it now. Let's end
Well,
it now.
I'm gonna say, listen.
I told you, man. Sometimes you just let people talk long enough and they tell you the truth.
I'm not the only one
thing
who
is,
thinks.
chat
it.
are all saying Ali as well, you know.
Yeah, of course they will.
But surely if someone thought Darwin, they'll say Darwin.
No. The agendas have to agenda, bro.
But I'm seeing every person.
I get it. I get it.
Hmm.
If you disagree with something regarding Nunez, it's an agenda.
No,
I know
not
how
at
you
all,
guys
not
work.
at all.
I figured
Not
you
at
guys
all.
out.
Not at all. It's fine.
I figured you guys out.
It's fine.
Hey, the comments are killing me, you know. Man,
It's fine.
I figured you guys all out.
someone said Alex has got a better conversion rate.
It's fine.
Did you go about the header? One of one.
I'm not entertaining it anymore. I'm not
Them man, they said
entertaining it
Ali's
anymore.
1 of 1.
I'm not entertaining it anymore.
And they said Nunez is 1 in 28. All right then. I think that was the last. Actually, no, there's one more. What does Grealish offer?
It's not a super. I just wanted to. I just wanted to ask you. Look,
sorry.
should I actually entertain this? I just wanted to ask you. Look,
Yeah,
what does Grealish offer that Gordon can't?
I'm not gonna.
Are we really having this question? Is that a serious question?
I think it's a serious question.
Carl, you don't. Are you?
I do think Anthony Gordon's got attributes that outshine Grealish's attributes.
I think he's more athletic than him.
He's quicker than him.
Apart from pace, what does Anthony Gordon have?
All right, wait. Who's got a better first touch?
Oh, Grealish.
Who's got a better footballing IQ?
Grealish.
Who can offset actually, that's a. I'll
they
say
can they can both offset defense in different ways.
Yeah, because one with pace, one with IQ.
Who's more press resistant?
Grealish, yeah.
Who's got better ball retention?
Pretty much the same, but yeah, Grealish.
You think Anthony Gordon's got similar ball retention?
No,
to
as
Grealish,
in I know, as in ball retention and press resistant are pretty similar metrics.
No, but they're totally different.
I think Anthony Gordon might be. In fact, you know what?
Because ball retention is also about utilizing the ball well.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Anthony Gordon is close to Grealish on knowing how to utilize the ball, where and when to pass, what to do.
Retention.
Yeah, it is, bro. Because ball retention is making sure that your team remains in possession. So that's what ball retention is.
So. All right.
I would say ball retention is very similar to like close control. So say like
all right. So who's a better goal? Who's a better finisher?
Ooh.
Gordon. Oh, come on, guys.
No. I don't know, bro.
I'll be honest.
Who's more of a goal threat?
I mean, that would depend on the system.
It depends where they.
Come on,
no,
guys,
that would depend on the system.
I'm not even sitting there saying I'm Gordon's guy or I rate him like that, but like I'm not just going to sit here and just downplay.
No, because Grealish at Aston Villa was more of a goal threat than Gordon, but now at Man City,
it's not even close. Who's more of a goal threat out of the two? Grealish plays for the best attacking setup team in the league and doesn't really get more than 5 goals in the season.
I think what they are. All right, if I'm being honest, this is not me trying to. It's not me trying to diminish. Yeah. What Grealish is asked to do and what Gordon has to do are completely two different things, by the way. I will say
does Gordon get more gols in Man City's team than Grealish? Yes or no?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if he understands.
No, he would, but he'd be utilized the way Doku is, which is not the same way that Grealish is utilized.
Grealish is asked to control a game. Anthony Gordon is asked to kill off a game. For me, they're two different.
All right. Let's give Gordon the goal for it. Let's give Gordon goal for it because at the moment that means he's only got 2 attributes.
I'm gonna fight.
He's only got 2 attributes over about 4 or 5 that Grealish has got. So we'll give that to him then.
Yeah, and form.
And
He's got
and
form as
Cal,
well.
we can also say context as well, though, because at Newcastle, they don't play against no low block, and you haven't got two people trying to offset Grealish. You don't get that, Anthony Gordon. Remember, Newcastle, when they last season, they were allowed to play however they wanted. No one feared them like that. How people fear City. It's very different. That's why, for me, you see tournament football, when it's that bit slower and it's not no end-to-end team like Prem, you need, in my opinion, the players that have the best IQs. Obviously, form is a big factor. In fact, it's a big factor, and so is ability. But I do think in this aspect, if you're gonna take Gordon, you have to take Grealish. You have to take both of them because they're two different players.
So that means you leave Eze then.
What? Sorry.
Leave.
That means you leave
But
Eze.
I've said Eze's a 10.
Not to Gareth Southgate, you ain't?
Yeah, but bruv, Gareth Southgate thinks Maguire was the trick. This is what I'm saying. That's
No,
why
but
I'm
we're
surprised you
talking
said
about-
you
if we-
picked England to
but
win
we-
the thing. You think you could trust Southgate?
I mean, Southgate's not the only one who play Eze on the wing.
I don't think Southgate is as bad as people say he is. But Eze would be the person you would have in
Do
your
you know what
squad
it is
that
about-
can cover
yeah.
different roles in the team. So if you want a left winger who's going to be a bit more direct, then you can go Eze. If you want a left winger that's going to be able to maintain the ball better and they're playing a low block, then you may go with Grealish. But I don't think that Eze, I don't think that Anthony Gordon, outside of counter-attacking, is effective at all. I think that's the only thing that makes Gordon
So
effective.
you
is
don't, so
counter-attacking
you don't
football.
think Anthony Gordon can stand up a fullback and beat him?
No, he can. No,
He
no,
can
no,
stand
no.
up a fullback
No, he
and beat him for his
can, but
pace, yes. But in a low block, that's going to be very difficult to
He'd
do.
find it a lot harder, basically.
That's
So
gonna
you don't
be
think he can
very
play, you don't think he
difficult
can
to
play a
do.
nice little 1-2 round the corner and get on the end of
Bro,
on the
like
bar?
I've been
But
saying,
I would
and-
hope all professionals can play 1-2.
Yeah,
Like,
1-2.
No,
You
I'm
know
not
what I mean?
saying no. Come on, there's context to that. If we're trying to break a low block down, what do we say we want Liverpool players to do? Want them to be quick, intricate football and get in behind the defense, right?
No, but that's
Anthony
not always the
Gordon can do
case,
that?
though. Sometimes you have to recycle the ball, like what Man City do. You have to probe. If you're probing, you go with Grealish. If you just want to be aggressive from the front, in my opinion, you got Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon would defend better as well than Grealish. But what I'm saying is, you have, in my opinion, the reason why I think Southgate made a mistake, you should have taken both because they're left wingers, right? But they're
So let me
both
ask
very
you-
different.
So should England have left Eze and Gordon and brought Grealish and Rashford instead?
No, at
No.
least one of them. No,
at least
one of them.
one of
them. I said
at
one.
least one of Rashford and Grealish should be going, and it should be instead of Gordon. I would have took Eze and Rashford or Eze and Grealish.
I think one, bro. One.
So Eze's not even a left winger, but you take Eze as opposed to Gordon.
Eze can
no,
play
but I've
left wing
said-
though, bro. He can play there.
If I don't, no, as a
Barely
left wing.
plays there.
But he's very. I watched him play. I did a watch along, and Eze played left wing against
Bro,
Arsenal, and he was
Eze
the
can
only
play
good
there, but
player
he's
in the
not left
game.
winger, bro.
No, I'm not saying it's ideal, but he is very good there. I watched him against Arsenal, and he was the only good player in the game, and he played left wing against Arsenal. He can play there. And
Is
then I
Feeney
would have,
going? Is
I would
Bowen
have
going, by the way?
Rashford.
Is Bowen going, Cal?
I
Yeah,
don't.
Bowen's
I don't.
going.
Is
Is he
Bowen
going?
on? Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Bowen's going.
I don't know. I think his form is the only thing that he's got over Rashford or
All I'm
Grealish.
saying is,
That's-
bro,
that's
when you
it.
get into them teams that kind of know when England want to be aggressive and they sit that low block, it's going to be interesting to see whether Gordon can navigate through that. If he does, then fair play to him, bro. And he's developing and he's becoming like obviously an even better player. My whole argument is this though. When it comes to the football IQ thing, and not only that, how teams are going to set up against England and try and frustrate England, I reckon Grealish, you should have taken him. You should take him and Gordon because they offer something different. Hence why you either go with Grealish and Rashford or Rashford and who's the other one? Rashford and someone with pace, someone with better IQ, better ball retention. You need the two different type of wingers, style of winger, shall I say?
I still think in international football, people do get a bit carried away as well. Like, for as good as of a half a season as he's had and what a super talent he might go on to be in the future, even Kobe Mainu, Wharton, see these guys, I'm not going to lie. You look at the talent and you think, okay, but then if you think about the experience and dealing with pressure, nothing ain't more pressure than a semi-final in an international tournament, you know? Like, it's a massive risk to think that those two players are going to be able to step up when it really counts in some massive pressure game. Like, I don't know, man. There's a lot. We'll see in it. We'll see.
All right, let's do the what. Someone just wants to. Taji just wants to ignite this again. Taji, what
I can answer
Nunez
this.
does.
Everything.
It's a conversation I'm not entertaining.
There you go.
Nunez
You
does
both answered
everything better than Gordon.
There you go. You've already answered it. Don't need to get into the conversations. People really, really rate Gordon, boy. They rate him highly. But yeah, listen, people, it's been a bit of a mad show. There were other topics that we were going to speak about, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we got into it a bit. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones, one of them shows. Hope you've enjoyed it, though, people. Listen, smash the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to Kopish, all that good stuff. And make sure you stay tuned to the socials for when we'll be back. We'll probably be back, what, Wednesday, guys? Probably Wednesday?
Probably.
But we might be back before then. If we are back before then, like I said, we'll let you know. And yeah, man, thank you for rolling with us. It was nearly like, in fact, at one point, it was over 1,000 people in the chat. Tobes, Carvajal could lock up Gordon, but struggled with Grealish.
Carvajal's locked up most wingers.
But I think he's trying to say Grealish is the harder player to play against because Grealish got that pace control.
When he was in form.
Bro, you know what? Let me not even.
Is Robertson injured?
Cal, you saw the Man City Real Madrid tie. Grealish won in form.
The most recent one or last season?
Most recent. Literally the one they just had this season. Grealish was causing Carvajal mad problems.
Yeah, he was. Had a good game.
Gordon had the better season.
Yeah.
What I think he's trying to say is, stylistically, Grealish can be more of a problem. Not taking anything from Anthony Gordon, but he's saying, see them fast players. In fact, didn't Carvajal lock up, dare I say it, Diaz?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So I'm saying, bro, pace.
So that means that he struggles more with the players who are intelligent rather than the players who are physical.
If we're basing it on one game, I think is a very small metric.
No, I think the point being made is if Grealish can be in poor form, but in a massive game still have a great performance like that, tournament football is all about that. Being able to just provide that brilliant performance on that day, and form can be completely irrelevant. A little bit like when they say, it's a derby, who cares about where you are in the league or how well you've been playing that season? I still think it's crazy for Grealish and Rashford to both be left out. And Gordon, with no international experience whatsoever, didn't play well in the Champions League either, which is a higher level of European football. But he's on the plane because he had a good season in the league.
Newcastle. A dead Newcastle team this season as well. Like, please.
I mean, they're not that dead, bro. I think they finished 7th in the league. They're not that dead.
Newcastle have been dead this season. Look, I don't like Gordon, but I can't do the non-objectivity and context thing. I can't do it.
But I'm not saying he's not good, though. I'm not saying that.
But we're speaking about him like Grealish is just, he should automatically be there, or Rashford should automatically be there. I don't believe in that.
What did I say?
One of them should.
I said it should be.
I'm saying
I said you take
has
Grealish and you take Gordon. I said they're two different wingers. So how am I saying?
And they've got Eze, who's more of a similar winger to Grealish than Gordon.
But
Gordon
Eze's
and Rashford. Hold on, you'd say Gordon and Rashford are similar, and Eze and Grealish are similar, right? I'm not saying they're the same.
All right, but can Eze play wing as good as Grealish? No, he can't. He can't.
No, I don't think he can.
All right, Cal, let me ask you one quick question. If we were talking about a game where there's going to be a combination of ability, but also massive pressure, and a man needing to step up in this game. England's got France in a semi-final of the Euros, and you need that guy to step up. Be honest, bro. Do you actually think that Anthony Gordon will step up in that game more than Rashford or Grealish will in that game?
I don't know. Shall I tell you why I don't know? Because history's told us that Mike Owen stepped up. Wayne Rooney stepped up. These men have stepped up in the past. So I don't know.
No, but Carl, you've done the wrong thing again. You've named world-class elite ballers.
How can you say you can't say a man can't step up when you don't give him the chance? It's not fair. And this is my point.
I hear that, but your example is two of the greatest players to ever represent England.
But not at the time.
And that means you're saying Anthony Gordon. No, but bro, we saw the potential of Owen and Rooney. We saw the potential of Owen and Rooney at that time, and it looked like the trajectory was what it ended up being, and we knew it. We knew it, bro. Anthony Gordon ain't even remotely on that level, bro.
I'm not saying he has to be, but if you're saying who can he do it? Yeah, he might be able to. But you know how you find out? By giving the man a chance who's actually played well this season and put in 100% effort this season. We've seen man walking around Rashford this season. Come on, man.
But we've also seen Rashford playing in a Manchester derby, playing well, clapping balls in top corners.
He didn't
He's
play
a
well in
big
that game.
player.
He scored a wonder goal, and that was it. He played crap in that game. Let's be real.
He's a big game. He's more of a big game player, proof-wise, than Gordon.
Yes, because he's played more big games. Sterling's also a big game player as well, but I don't hear
I would have took Sterling over Gordon.
No,
I agree with you, fam.
This is what's been holding England back all these years.
No, but Sterling doesn't perform poorly for England. To be fair to him, he's actually normally one of England's better players.
He doesn't deserve to go.
Look, I'm not even going to say you're wrong. I just disagree with it. I'm putting more of my effort or bet or whatever reliance on one of those other guys to have a big semi-final performance than I am Anthony Gordon. And if he proves me wrong, he proves me wrong.
I think Gordon will have a good tournament. All I've said is that I think you need two stylistically different types of wingers in the squad, especially in the left and right. And I just think Gordon, with all his pace and tenacity, aggression, he'll defend well. But for all of that, you get Grealish, who's a bit different, better footballing IQ, better in tight spaces, better against a low block. You need the different style of winger. And that's why I think England made a mistake by not picking Grealish. It kind of turned out to be a little bit against Gordon, but my point, I can't speak for you two, but my whole point is you take Grealish and you take Anthony Gordon. Because Gordon has deserved to be there. But what I'm saying is Grealish, being a different stylistically type player who's different in other areas, can do a job. And I think when it gets to like them low block type of teams, you're gonna have to rely on Grealish more so than you would Gordon, in my opinion. But
here's where I disagree with you. I don't think that Gordon should have gone, period. But I get your logic. But even if you want to look at it from that point of view, then Matt, I would say Grealish should still be on the plane regardless, and Grealish should be on the plane in place of either Watkins or Tony, because in my opinion, a team who only plays one striker in a tournament doesn't need three strikers, because one of them will probably get no minutes at all. At least Grealish can play number 10, can play right wing and left wing if you do need other options of flexibility. So I think that either Tony or Watkins should have been left out for Grealish, even if you're looking at it from that point of view. Grealish not going for me, I do think is a mistake. I think Grealish's flexibility, his tactical nous, his in-game intelligence and ability to change a game is a mistake that Grealish ain't on the plane. I do. I definitely... And I know he's had a bad season, but in tournament football, you can have that one-off brilliant game. And I think it is a mistake that Grealish ain't on the plane, personally.
Yeah, no, I agree. He should be on the plane.
I guarantee you Watkins or either Watkins or Tony gets 0 minutes. Watch.
Yeah, unless it's like England need a goal in the dying minutes. Yeah, I know what you mean. In the
0 minutes. One of those two is getting 0 minutes. I guarantee you. One of those is getting 0 minutes. But we'll see. We'll see.
Indeed. No, but bigger everyone else that stuck with us, you get me. Over 900 of you in here. Smash the like button. It's been another crazy jam-packed Monday night show. We went off topic so many times. We apologize for going around circles, but this is what we do. We just get into debates in it, and yeah, it is what it is, people. But now, listen, stay tuned to the socials. Obviously, we'll be back later on this week. I will be back tomorrow or Wednesday. And yeah, don't forget to check out the Euros start Friday. I think Drew's going to be doing you're going to be doing watch on, isn't it, just on your channel? Tournament.
Yeah,
so
I mean, do you know what? It's got late now. I might even be going late on my channel still, like after this with a little gaming walkthrough.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna play Fear of Fathom. So,
oh boy, good luck, fam.
We'll see if I shit myself live.
Good luck. Carl, you got anything with the UFC?
I'm jumping over to Monty's now.
Okay.
UFC, probably got a show tomorrow. Probably going to be doing a show on Luke's channel at some point this week, and then the following week you got Hamzat and Whitaker, and then after that, hopefully McGregor. And
I don't even. The mind games for McGregor are crazy. I don't even know if he's fighting, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with that.
No one knows.
I think it was a poor decision.
Big up Monts as well. Mention, have you redirected this to Monts' one?
Yeah, all sorted. Yeah.
Big up Monts. Go and check out Monts. You got Monts.
What time does Monts stream
Jay.
finish? Then I might wait until that's
I don't
over.
know. Monts has been waiting on me for the last half an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad. Sorry, Monts. I do apologize. I'll try and make it if I can as well, but I do apologize. But I think Jamie will be on there as well. So Jamie Fitz will be on there as well. Kyle will be there, obviously. Monts will be there, so go check them out as well, people. But yeah, man, people, hope you enjoyed the show. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we'll see you later on this week. Stay tuned to the socials. It's Team Kopish, Man Like Matt, Drifty, Cal. We're out, people. Love.
Peace.